I'm short.
Hello, everybody, and welcome tonight with us, Ginton Dice. Please grab a chair. I had to really think what I had to say. Get a drink, sit back, and relax as you watch us, a bunch of nerdy friends, who sit at a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Day of the hour?
Dang it! We almost made it the whole time.
You guys,
Hey, I lost connection
Brayden
and I
forgot,
regained
though.
connection.
you guys are killing
I
me.
was just a second behind.
Like this is one of those jokes where I was like, I wasn't there at the conception, so I just don't get it. I don't think it's funny.
Is that really?
It's
Was
just
I
like,
there? I think I was
I don't
there.
know.
Why wasn't
I just-
he there?
I don't know. Or maybe I wasn't paying
You
attention.
were
You know?
there, but he wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then, like there's no funny
Okay, there we go.
correlation. It's just like stupid
That's-
comments.
Pizza.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry everybody. I'm trying to get my act together today. Anyways,
Yeah. Just
let's.
busy sucking dick.
I have the older version of the Glock. Like, what is it? 1.0, and we're already on the 5.0. I'm behind.
Yes.
I haven't updated anything. So,
Ah.
with that, why don't we go ahead and get started? God, I'm so unorganized right now. So where we last left off. Oh my God, why? You guys, trying to put more of a good nature behind you, and while the city of, whatever the hell it's called,
Whatever the hell it's-
Something wick.
1 second,
have
Shornwick.
There you go.
You guys, while
Charnwick edition.
yeah, while Shornwick seems to be exhibiting some very strange behavior, you guys trying to do what's right in your mind and try to figure out what's happening with this town. As some of you received some sort of pain, whether it could have been physical, mental, or some sort of status effect. You guys were trying to ask around and ask questions, but with a a very bad turn of events, if you will, and some stubborn people, it seems as the guards were called on you guys, as it sounded like the Lord of Shornwick was being attacked, Lord Tusknall. After you guys all, besides Clarence, who was still hiding in a tree, and Aeth, who was with the guards instead, and so they kind of didn't look at him as one of the people. As you guys were arrested, you were pretty much given a warning to just not return. With
Somebody ignored.
yes, with Meccan. That's his name. Yeah, that's.
I don't know.
That's the You guys never
That's why
found.
it was a warning.
You
and
guys
not a
never
promise.
found his name. But it was the guard who was more of the boss of the other guards, especially with the friend he had, which was Brawl. The superstitious guard. He warned you guys that yes, strange things have been happening here, but the fact that it's not anything too major, and the Lord has been trying to sweep it underneath the rug so that hopefully Shornwick would not be seen like a very bad town. And through a little bit later of investigations, you guys found out that the Lord was trying to do everything he can just to even keep people there, because some people did not like what was going on with this weird effect that was happening. And with some heated moments that was tossed around,
An attempted assassination.
Yes.
I mean,
It was Elise who decided
Almost
to
successful
travel
assassination.
down a
Chose
well,
to go a different route.
and as she got further down, got into the water and was able to cast water breathing, which allowed her to swim down and pretty much found like this hidden cave, if you will. And at least you came across what looks to be dragon bones. Not sure exactly how long or how old they were, but they were indeed dragon. And then with the sound of some sort of large insect that seemed to be possibly bigger than what you recall that these certain types of insects could get to, and possibly had dubbed this as one of those special or rare type of creatures that exhibit something far worse than what their originality are. You traveled back up, made contact with the rest of the group, who everybody came in and was able to not get in trouble. All of you heading down, going back into this tunnel, if you will, this underwater cave, and believe we're going to start there. So give me like, I don't know, 5 seconds to play. Let's play that one. I like that one.
You
I do
gonna
like
start us on a map?
Yes. I will go ahead and let's bring everybody here.
and we're back again.
I
And
don't want
let's.
to go there.
Oops. 1 second. Nobody
I think
move.
you were starting with me still at the bottom of the water or something, and everybody else swimming at the top.
Something of the sorts. Okay. So how we are going to start this is you guys, if I remember actually correctly, you guys, pretty much came crashing down into the water, right? You came crashing down and took a little bit of damage, but we kind of left it where you guys were able to get each other onto like this side of the cavey like platform. And again, to keep you guys remembered, it's not like in the water there is like kind of going underneath what appears to be underneath the platform. It looks like a very small like tunnel. The water is going in that direction, but it's not a heavy current. But you can tell that as the water is coming down from this waterfall, that this is obviously a natural direction for water flow to possibly end up somewhere else. You guys were able to help each other kind of get onto this platform, and that's kind of where we left it. So I am going to ask everybody to go ahead and roll initiative so that
Initiative.
we can kind of get something going in order.
Oh, look at that. Eat.
17?
Nice.
Why am I missing health?
Because we fell down a waterfall.
Yeah, you fell down a waterfall.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Been a while.
Cool. Okay. So,
Ouch.
we're gonna go turn by turn. At least as what do you do? Like, you guys, I will say this as well, for you guys, and unpause. Any movement in the water is not going to cost you. This is more of just kind of like where you're puddling, but once you start on land is where your movement should start. So, Elise, what are you going to do?
I am going to. Wait, where was the bones again? Which side was that?
Hmm.
Left or right?
Right. If you were going kind of like northwest a little bit, it's more north. That is the direction that you took.
Okay.
So kind of
just
like
get-
where you can see, I'll even. It's kind of like this whole little area is where you saw the bones, and you could still. Some seem to be slightly out of place, but you can see the bones are still there.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go. There. And I think I'm just gonna listen for the sound of the bug that I know should be somewhere over there.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I will guide myself as well when I was doing that. See what we can get up to. 27.
Nice. Yes, it's you, as you're listening, you are trying to tone out the sound of your comrades, the sound of the waterfall and the rushing water itself, and you can start to hear that almost maybe coming from a previous direction where you probably heard the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But you can start to kind of like overhear more than all the other sounds that's happening, the buzzing sound or the sound of something clicking.
Mm-hmm. I just whispering back in that direction as well. It's like the bug is still here, so be careful.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just start that so we have it. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey,
Okay. I'll start making my way. Making my way. Over.
Making your way.
Over onto the land where she. No, that's not right.
you're over there casting spells, huh?
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I got you.
There it is.
I got that. As well, everybody go ahead and make a. Everybody can do this right now as well. Go ahead and make a stealth check, and this is just more of how much noise were all
Natural
of
one.
you creating when you kind of came through the waterfall and all of that.
Starting off hot with the
Yeah,
one.
Shoot.
Hey, I rolled the same score.
Oh,
We're doing really well.
Throw us all up.
Wow.
Hey!
I
Everyone
got
below
it.
it then.
Got it.
Hilarious.
Okay.
And I love it as well. In like 8 rolls, there was 1 roll above a 10.
so why don't we? Okay.
Why don't we just go find something?
Yeah.
Why don't we just go find something?
Well.
It sees all of us except for Clarence.
So, since that's there, all right. What is Aeth? What are you still doing?
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the sword out and ready. Yes. So how big is this thing exactly?
It's like if you imagine like a chunky worm, and then you find like a worm that's ridiculously chunky. It's the second one. You know.
Okay. Yep.
But
That's a
then,
good
like,
idea.
but then imagine that it's also actually humongous and scary.
You know, moments like these, I'm glad I'm the blind one in this group.
Yeah, it didn't look pretty.
Okay.
Imagine a 4-month-old that's twice the size.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine a 4-month-old that looks like a 9-month-old.
4-month-old. Instead of it being a 4-month-old, it's actually a giant.
Yeah.
Which has a slightly better temperament than the 4-month-old.
Aeth, what else are you doing?
I'll have an Eldritch Blast prepped and ready
Fine.
for when it comes.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
This thing rolled a 5 on perception, guys. We're good.
Rolled a 7, didn't it?
No, that's initiative.
Oh. I was just say Clarence is the only one hidden.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's reasonable enough. I'll also just say at least you can hear the sound of something coming to you guys'
Oh.
direction.
I just whisper. I just said to the guest, "Oh, I think we weren't that sneaky, and it's coming for us."
Clarence.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna make sure Garbu looks like he's not like. How does Garbu look when I get out? Right.
I'm
I
on the
mean,
water
he's
still, right?
no. You're on the side. You're on the
Okay.
side now, unless on your turn, if you want to just like,
Who-
that's up to you. But
I hear Elise yell out, and I'm just like,
but I mean, it again though. You guys
I'll
all
come heal whoever survives.
you guys can still breathe on the water because it's 24 hours if I'm correct. So
Correct.
so it's not like
So-
somebody's going to be drowning. And-
Does it look like he has a way to get out of the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he
alright.
like is he like that small kid that's like hanging on the side at the deep end of the pool?
He doesn't know how to get off the edge yet, but he can at least hanging on.
So can I summon Terrence?
Can you summon Terrence?
I cannot. I tried. Oh no, it worked. Oh no, it didn't work. It just opened the thing.
How many times can you summon your thing right now?
By definition, I can do a free one every 24 hours, and then after that, I can do 3 for
Use
each first
spell
level spell
slots.
slot. Or I have more than 3, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
I remember the first level
It's one free one plus.
Didn't you
spells.
bring out Terrence during your heated discussion with the guards?
That's where his one free.
Yeah,
one.
I don't remember. You know, it's been like a month since we've
Yeah, I know.
played this game. But yeah, are you telling me to use a first level spell slot because I can? I've got all.
Yes,
Yeah, that's fine.
because you did.
How do I use one without? Because I don't
Uh,
technically.
You just go into spellbook and you just at
just
the
edit
top.
it?
Yeah, you
Okay,
just added it to have one less.
Yeah,
there, we're good. I did it.
but
It's 3
there's
or 4 now.
Terrence for you.
Thank you. And then, can you orientate me to where like where the bones are, where that stuff is?
Yeah,
It's to the-
yeah. So
'Cause
you.
there's multiple paths. I don't want to be.
No, you're fine. So, you do kind of like start to see where it's like there looks to appear to be like decent size bones, like all up in this giant direction.
All up in this business.
It's as you kind of climbing out and looking. Why don't you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Sure. Hey, I did
Nice.
stuff.
Yep. So,
Nice.
you can see what looks like kind of like recently disturbed dust that's kind of like in the air. Not like a heavy scent or anything like that, but you can not kinda, but you can see, like I said, decent sized bones that you've never seen, like dragon bones, but they're not necessarily super rare either. It was only, like 10 years ago since the war with the dragons and guilds. So it's not like, nobody's ever seen them, but here recently, there's been no such cause or reason to find them. So the fact of seeing one underneath here, and just as well, and in case of at least forgot, you can start to see kind of where those dragon bones are. Appears to be some sort of diagram, maybe, or a circle, maybe an arcane circle of sorts.
Can I make out specifics from where I'm at?
Make a. Well, you can either make an Arcana check. You.
That.
I'll give you options, and I'll only tell you one of
Holy
them.
shit. 25.
Okay. Yeah, it does appear to be some sort of arcane circle, but you can't make out like the specifics. Because again, it's like a decent sized circle. It looks like it kind of like as it goes around, it looks like part of it is underneath the center column where to right exactly to the left of Elise and Aeth. Maybe that this center column probably wasn't here when that circle was made, but it is now. And so you definitely have to have more of a closer and trying to possibly read everything to get some sort of sense of what this maybe could be. But from this distance, you can at least for sure tell that it looks like an arcane circle, one that was engraved into the ground.
I see any like obvious traps around us or on our way through that passageway?
With your perception, no.
Okay,
Nothing that at least appears off.
that's it for me then. I mean, I guess can I like hold an action if I see something come out to like?
Well, what did you summon Terrence as?
Oh shoot, I didn't pick. We got spell booked. I'll just. Can I click it now? I don't think I can click it now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, I gotta click it on Terrence. Do it. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so you summon him as a protector. Okay.
Yep. We all get the 7 temp.
Nice. Alright. Everybody with 7 temporary hit points. And if I'm correct, that's the end of your turn.
Yes, sir.
Garabu. What you doing?
I'll move. Or you said.
Well,
move
yeah,
into that
water-
circle
not-
or out of the water.
Yeah. Movement does not start while you're in the water.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Just because everybody kind of was able to
Here.
freely locate.
And
before
I can
this-
hear the
all this
bug
started.
boy coming.
I will say you've been warned that Elise has made a call.
What was it exactly that Elise said?
That it sounds like you guys was not that stealthy. As it sounds like it is
am
coming.
I aware that the giant bug's down here? Did we talk about
Yeah, I've talked about it. That there's a big boy here.
You guys haven't seen it yet, but Elise has told you that she's seen it before and it looks abnormally bigger than what its kind looks like.
I will. That one. I'll cast Zone of Truth. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't have anything worthwhile. I will use my action to guide myself.
Okay.
And just stay where I am.
Okay. Yeah. Elise.
Why are you holding a little fist?
I will activate my story form and I will prepare a guiding bolt
Okay.
for when the big buggy shows up into my line of sight.
Alrighty. That it?
Yep.
Aeth. Your Eldritch Blast kind of like fizzles out in your hand.
He casts on Clarence. Oh!
Oh my
I better use it. I better use it now. I'll move over a little bit. Down here,
Okay.
and then I'll I'll prepare another Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And that's. Wait. Actually, instead of Eldritch Blast, I will instead use. Let me make sure that's
Baby noises.
Yes.
right. I will use
How
baby
did-
noises.
It sounds very
Baby-
realistic.
Does that break your concentration?
I'm gonna.
Always.
I'll cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Nice. That is nice.
I believe that gives me 15 more temporary hit points. If that's right.
No, it doesn't give you 15 more. It just gives you 15.
Depends what
Just
level
gives
you
me-
cast it, I believe, right?
It goes to
Yeah, what
third.
level?
So 15. Yay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my action.
Fantastic.
Bobby.
Yeah, that
I have
seems
no
like
clue.
it.
I have no clue where the fucking thing is, but
Um,
I guess it's gonna show up in our face soon.
As you guys are starting to get prepared, and you all can like start to hear this like buzzing sound as the insect does start to come and appear in front of you guys as it kind of comes around the corner and seeing all of you there. And go ahead and roll your attack.
Not consuming a spell slot because I'm casting it from my thingy, my class. Ah, fuck.
Damn it.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. But a
Unlucky.
nice solid 13 though.
Yeah. It's okay. It's one of my free ones, so I'm not actually burning spell slots yet.
Okay. So. Okay.
It's chunky.
So as you go and cast this, and it kind of goes wide, hitting all the rocks kind of off to the side of it, and you can see it kind of like reacting to this, realizing that it's under attack. As some of you can see once again it's kind of like a dark brown with green dots kind of on it, not necessarily like freckles if you will, but just decent size circular dots all around it. And you guys can see as it starts to almost get bright and brighter, that's definitely like brightening the area around it. I need you guys to make a dexterity saving
that.
throw.
Oh my fucking god. That's problematic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Hey,
Elise, Scorbu, and Clarence.
my second natural one
Hey,
today.
if you're fine, you're not. Hey, if you're not in the range.
Oh, you
Oh.
freaks.
Hey, that's one of your natural ones. We're already at
Have
3
to
natural ones.
add
this season.
it.
Yeah,
bad.
32 damage. That's fucking great.
That's a
How
big
much?
chunk right there. 32.
dead.
32. If you,
Wait, am I?
yeah,
29,
we all
57.
failed it.
No, I'm not. Okay,
Garbu,
so-
you need to make a dex save.
So
32.
I noticed that the highest that we've rolled, not counting mine, is 4.
How do I roll a dex save? I know how to roll.
If you like go look at the save DC 18 dexterity on the acid breath, if you just click it, it should roll it for you.
Nice.
hey,
Hey,
Garbu
a
got the
9.
lowest dex
So,
and got the highest
Pretty much
number.
everybody besides Aeth takes 32 points of damage.
Hey, we.
As
Nice.
like this thing just released this
How much, DM?
32.
How much?
32.
I'm glad I had some temporary.
I
hit points.
I
You're
rolled
welcome.
very well on that.
Wow. It's
So
a good thing I moved.
6, 7, 7, 5.
oh,
Yeah,
and Terrence as well needs to make the save.
Terrence is dead.
Yeah, he's going to be dead
Doesn't make the
regardless.
save, he's dead.
Terrence does? Hmm.
Yeah. Even
that
if
points
even
to
if he
I think he
failed,
dies even if he does.
Yeah.
Because he's only got
Only
15, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm at half at 60.
So he would die no matter what.
And
Yeah.
then we would lose the temporary after. Right.
Yes.
Well, you guys technically
thing they got
lost
used.
anyway.
Ow.
I mean, doesn't it have to choose which one it's like? If you look at the line and where the purple dots is, like it needs to either choose to hit me or both of them,
Yeah.
and like it can't hit all three of us. If you look at where the purple areas of the line are, like I don't care about taking the damage at all, but just
Where
looking at it.
Purple blocks, I'm not even being hit.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say sure. So let's put it. I'll say definitely Garbu, and actually, I will roll. If it is,
Yeah.
if it is under 10, it would be you at least because of the fact it looked like the shining bolt came from you.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's above 10, it would be the other two because of the fact it's just more creatures.
I'll gladly take the hit. So, fuck.
Well,
So that would be Garbu and Clarence. You know what? Good call.
I'll
But I
you wanna
will.
guess my
I
SP will go
will,
back
I
up
will
again.
say this as well. Terrence is still out.
Okay. Can I just move him to the bottom and then bring him back when I resummon him? If I resummon him.
Well, I'm gonna say he didn't get hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that for right now.
Okay. So it's just us three. Terrence is fine.
It's just you and Garbu.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood.
At least put up a good point. So it's more like it was kind of surprised, and it just released like this, like almost like this acid streak, and it just shifted more towards you and Garbu. So that's fine. That sounds good with me. And it as it's sitting there, and then just makes this loud creaking sound. But yeah, that will be the end of its turn. Clarence.
So you know that thing? I'm gonna. I desummoned it. Hold on. I gotta click it back open again. We'll just go protector. That is my bonus action. With my action, I am going to.
So Aeth, you. Okay,
I don't
so
think
if I'm correct, because you have already 15 temporary,
I can't add more. I don't think I can add more.
fantastic.
No. This would
No.
replace.
Well, no, he has 15 temp because of his spell.
Oh, okay. My bad. So it just doesn't override because it's not as powerful.
It doesn't do his,
Yeah.
but everybody else can take the 9.
What was I? Is it still my? Yes. Sorry, I got
Yeah.
distracted.
You're fine.
Then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Garbu.
That is a touch spell, I believe.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
then here.
that is touch.
I'll run up. Why does this window keep popping up?
What window?
There's like every time I get like close to people, it like pops up.
I don't know what window you're talking
I
about.
clicked off of it. Hold on.
At the
I'll just
wall.
do cast the spell. There you go. And then I still have
10.
that was 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2. You know what? I'm not doing this again. I know he's got a spray weapon. I'm just gonna go over here and then up 1, and then I'm gonna move.
Now mine.
He can't see you. You're around a wall.
Or could it?
Garbu, add your health.
Garbu, just so
Just a moment.
you can, when you hover over the cure wounds, there is a heart that you can apply to your token, so you don't have to manually go into your sheet to add it.
Yeah, just give it a few
Do
seconds
it.
for it to pop up.
You hover over
looks
the
like it.
10, and you see the heart to the very left of it.
Yeah, I think it added it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like this game. Clarence, doing anything else?
You know what? I think that's it.
Fantastic. Garbu.
God.
I'm so dead.
I was hoping it would only hit me instead of both you guys, but unlucky.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize me
bonus
moving that way would have helped.
there more of these?
Hey, look at this.
27
hope
to
not.
hit, 11 damage.
Nice.
I can't
And
see
then
what's
I'm
happening.
I
I'm
can't
It's
either.
still
gonna
it's still standing there.
dexterity saving throw as
Ooh!
well.
Oh whoa! Look at that roll.
That's a nice
'cause I'm
roll.
starting out. Yeah,
Oh,
Ah,
what did I-
yes!
failure. That's
What did I
full
also roll?
15
What
damage.
did I also roll a dex save? What the
I
fuck
don't
is this
know
bullshit?
why you roll a dex save.
And then I'm
You're
gonna move
both getting
5,
hit.
10,
I'm in my spell book. How am I even
15,
rolling a dex save?
25. I'm gonna go right there.
Fantastic.
That's
How much damage was that? Oh, nice. 20.
24.
At least.
24 damage.
I mean, okay. I need to save. Like, considering how fucked we got, I need to save this spell slot for sure. I am going to cast because we can cast things.
You're not going Matt Mercer style and trying to TP chaos, right?
I haven't seen that yet. I've only heard about it, but I haven't seen it
Yes.
yet.
Spoiler.
Really?
Spoilers. Hashtag spoilers.
That's why I said hashtag spoiler. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen exactly what happened, so don't spoil me. Fuck it, we're
Oh.
just gonna do. We're gonna do what I always do. I mean, like from what I could hear, just the small things I could hear is just people being stupid. So get fucked. 19,
Woo! Please tell me
Alright,
that
I
hits.
was trying to.
17
Gotta save.
damage,
Mine hit as well, so
Okay,
I think
whatever.
that.
Yeah, that hits.
and then the archer's gonna do a quick shot at it.
With advantage.
26
Nice.
for another 30, so that's 30 damage total.
Nice.
Nice.
As everybody is just now starting to release as much damage as possible. As it pretty much spit this spray, everybody in just a huge reaction, simultaneously just lighting this thing on fire. Doing anything else?
So it spit on us. I need to make it even more. Like I'm gonna probably take the first hit here. I'm gonna make it more unattractive. So I'm gonna move up so that it's out of a line. I'm just gonna get closer to it and move there so that it will probably attack me and not puke on everyone else if it can do that again.
Okay. Ayeth, you heard this pretty much everybody just yelling, and you can probably still hear the
Now I have a
sizzling of acid, kind of a little bit off, to your upper right.
My
Can I
face!
even see what's going on?
He could smell
Yeah.
my burnt skin.
He can hear what's going on.
I can smell it and I can hear it. Alright, I will
But can you
move.
see it? Can I? Sorry, I have to.
I thought, okay.
Well, if it's not late,
But a
it's
month-
because there's a wall.
Yeah.
Like,
You can move diagonal and then move diagonal
yeah,
back.
if it ever tells you can't move because of something, it's because there's a wall there.
Oh, that it looks like a
You
lobster.
could have moved like that, probably.
I mean, it let him, so
Oh.
it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna cast Hex on it.
Hex.
Hex! And Armor Agnes is not concentration. I looked that up while we were.
It isn't. It's a great spell, like Spiritual Weapon.
So I'm gonna. Spiritual. Move 5 more feet that way.
Nice.
Am I in its range? I wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that. I mean, you can find
My-
out, but you wouldn't know that.
Okay, I can't reach it, so let's do an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Too bad you're not a polearm master.
Yeah.
I think I can fire 2 Eldritch Blasts, right? Pretty sure.
Should tell you in your.
What level
Okay,
are
that-
we?
No, I think it's only one still, right?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
fifth.
you're like level 7 or something.
It was like 7
Nope,
and then 11 again.
2 beams at level 5.
Oh, level 5. Okay, then I was
Ah.
confusing something else.
All right, we'll see.
I'm at level 7.
Hey.
Either it's a 14 or a 14.
14. Aw, that was a fucking nice roll.
All right, second one.
17.
Ooh,
How are you
Nice.
rolling? How are you rolling so much damage?
I'm rolling so much damage.
There's
Oh, it's rolling both attacks in one go. That's what it's doing.
Oh.
why?
I don't
That's
know.
weird.
Oh, wait, wait,
It
wait,
is
wait.
like-
Use that for magic missile as well.
That's
if there's
really.
a
Shouldn't
chance.
do that. It shouldn't do that. It would be a 9 plus 4 would be 13, actually.
So 13,
Oh.
and then the second one would be. Oh no, that is the second one.
Yeah. Oh, I also gotta roll the necrotic for that, the 1d6 too.
Well, I'm gonna do
47
the.
damage is a lot of damage.
I'm
for a
gonna
cantrip.
do the 9 because that was the first
Yep.
die rolled.
Yep, that's what I thought too. I went with the 9, so 13 plus hacks. 18 points of damage.
Nice.
A.
And he will gladly take the 5. Cool. Okay. Anything else?
That was my action, bonus action, and yeah, my movement. So yeah, that's it.
Fantastic.
What abilities checks does he have disadvantage on?
Let's go with dexterity checks.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Well, first off. No, it does not get it back.
Oh, thank God.
But it
Oh.
will move here.
Good.
And
Suck a dick.
Wait, no. How do you leave? Oh.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
1 second.
Who's it gonna attack? You're gonna go for Mr. Chunk.
Okay.
Are you gonna go for Mr. Red Lobster?
This is brown lobster though.
It is going to go 1 to each of you.
Okay.
As
Experience
as it kind of comes up, it's going to kind of slam its right claw going towards you, trying to like pretty much pin you and shove you in the wall. Elise,
Yep, that hits.
take that sad 9.
Yeah,
And then
that goes by 10.
As it
10
kind of
HP.
comes back down, it is then going to bite you, Aeth.
Okay. Ooh, that hits. Is that the acid too?
Yeah.
Loaded?
30 damage.
Alright,
Well, you at least have
30
15 damage.
damage.
Doesn't it take
That was
15
my-
HP now as well? Because of your
Yeah.
Agathis shattering on it?
It does. So he takes 15 points of damage as well from
Nice.
armor evacuation.
15 points.
Okay. Maths, that was 30.
Fantastic.
Do-
Nice. Okay. Clarence.
I'm a goblin.
You're a goblin.
I'm a goblin.
Where I got one. Man, that bite really hurt.
How healthy does it look?
I mean, it's taken some good hits. Some really good hits.
I cannot see, so I'm gonna peek up over here so I can figure out where they're at. Move Terrence forward 2 spots. Use Protector. Oh yeah, I gotta click on him. I'm an idiot. I keep doing that. Well,
Me.
Hey,
I like 8
there
health.
we go. Sorry, Garber, you're gonna lose 1 point.
Dang it.
I do too, so I don't feel bad. And then I'm going to use my crossbow. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
You shoot it.
That does not hit. Okay.
Lucky.
And then I'm gonna hide behind the corner again.
Nice.
Very good. Garbu.
I will start out with the tried and true method of spiritual weapon. 27 to
Gosh.
hit, and 13 damage.
Nice. Doing it.
nice damage.
Nice.
Max damage. Hell yeah.
Let's see here. What else do I have? Hi. Hi. much else, so
Okay.
just gonna stick with. Well, just gonna stick with a nice little. How do I roll this? Sacred Flame. I need another deck save from it.
And it would be disadvantaged.
No, it's
No,
only in
no.
text.
It's only checks. But he
Still
still failed.
13 still fails. Good.
Hey.
Nice.
Can you stop queuing on this
Elise.
tiny bit?
It's up in my business.
That it is.
I'm just looking at all the spells I have prepared, and I'm just sitting here like, God fucking damn it. It's mostly because I spent spell slots on other stuff. That's the issue. Should I just go disadvantage shit? Why not, right? It's fun. Because I don't want to. Do I want to move out of its melee range? I do. But at the same time, can't let it get fucking dicked on his own all the time, you know?
I mean, you
He wouldn't
could.
see it coming anyways, so.
He wouldn't see you walk away either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see it.
You would hear me walk away,
He got
dude.
silence, he won't know anything.
That's his ultimate bane right there.
Yeah, exactly. Cast silence, he's like completely fucked.
I have
Cast
done
silence,
that.
cast silence and hold his nose so he can't smell.
Maybe
Anyway,
not
I'll
a
just.
touch.
Anyway, I have a free guiding bolt still, so I'm gonna use that to just disadvantage shoot it at point blank. We'll see.
You get a free guiding bolt? Holy
Yeah, I get 3 of them a day.
God.
It's
Come on,
the
Donut.
druid.
16.
Hey, 16!
Just hits.
Yay! 13 damage from there, and then I'm gonna have my archer shoot it
Oh my god.
at a straight roll, I guess, because it doesn't have disadvantage anymore. 25 for another 8.
Nice. Well, it wouldn't matter. It's 25.
Yeah, 25. So that's another, what is it, 21 damage? Yeah. I'm happy with this.
Very
wait,
nice.
I forgot, I gotta roll concentration. Jeez. For Hex.
Doing anything else, Elise?
No, I'm not gonna move out of its melee range. That's like I rolled a 4 natural one already. Yeet.
Yeah.
You guys
I
are rolling
forgot.
pretty quickly, so. No, you're good. What you doing, AS?
Right.
I'm slower than a giant cockroach. Good lord.
I mean, the giant
Slower
cockroach has to be fucking
intelligence-wise
fast.
or Slower speed wise.
Both.
Yes.
Probably. They'll survive the apocalypse.
Both, Braden.
Alright, let's go with
Bubby, you're Otang. But just trying to wipe off your.
I'm gonna do. Let's do. Alright, I'm gonna cast. Oopsies. I'll cast Branding Smite on it.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Branding Smite and then I'm gonna attack it with my sword.
You do that.
So that would be 3rd level. Yeah. I'm just gonna have it here in case it does hit, even if it doesn't.
Yep.
Okay.
That is what we agreed on anyway. This way, so it go ahead and uses your spell slot.
Oh,
Ooh.
dang it. I missed.
Gosh dang
Yeah.
it.
As your sword starts to go just pretty much searing hot, and as you go to slam it, just barely missing one of its legs.
I'll move over. I should have done that.
Unlucky.
I will say you're in its zone still.
Yeah.
On his butt now. You're on his
So
butt.
you need to move out either left or above. Because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, to go all the way up there, you wouldn't be able to. Because
Where would I? I was right here.
yeah, because
So
when you move through enemy movement or enemy space, it's an extra.
Oh, okay. So.
And you were going like straight through it.
All right, so 5.
It's just hard to tell because of the leg.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. That's why I was just letting you know now.
I mean, I don't plan
All
on
right.
getting close to this thing with my current hit points.
Okay. I got a second attack.
You're tired. Go to sleep.
26
Okay.
to hit. I wish where was that when the? Okay, 5 points of damage.
Press the smite.
Yeah, because it's when you hit.
Yeah, that's one. Oh, plus the smite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, 13.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Nice. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Cool.
And it gets its breath thing back.
Let's see first. Oh, dang it.
Has to be a 5 or 6 then, I'm guessing.
I think it might be even a 6 on these creatures.
Maybe it has to perfectly roll a 3.
Yeah, who knows? That'd be kind of funny. Or it has to roll 1.
It already rolled a
what
1
up?
before.
Oh,
as
did it? Oh, okay.
as it is pretty much like taking a lot of damage left and right, and it's starting to feel this surrounding, it's just going to kind of like rear back just slightly and let out this just giant
God.
cricket like screech. I need
Oh, no.
everybody
It's
to roll me a wisdom
hind
save.
legs together.
I'm not good at this.
Can I roll? Yeah, there. I can click on save DC wisdom. Or I can click on the text there in the
Yeah.
chat and it rolls.
Hey,
That's why I like this.
that's over 10. So hopefully
13.
I rolled a
Clarence
24.
are dead.
Both Clarence and Aeth,
If this was a
Are frying.
Banshee, Aeth and Clarence are dead.
you both fail. So,
are we dead?
no.
No, you're scared.
You are pretty much frightened of this creature.
Yeah.
You can't move closer.
Nope. I
You
don't
can
Um,
move parallel to it, but not
Yep.
closer.
I got a plan.
Yeah, you are frightened of this creature, and if you try to attack it, it's at disadvantage. And you cannot willingly move closer.
What a B word.
Um,
This guy's bullying me.
and then it is going to. Why not? It is going to pretty much start going. Yeah. Well, I want to make sure I got it right.
I have a question. How is the wording on the frightened condition? Is it if you can see the creature that you're frightened of, your attacks are disadvantaged?
As
I'm
long as
just saying, would 8 have disadvantage?
if you are aware of it.
Aware, okay.
If you are
Oh,
aware
I was
of it.
asking if the wording was like sight-based specifically. You
Can do I get an attack of opportunity on?
Both of you,
disadvantage?
but yeah, you would have disadvantage. And of
That's
course,
fine.
Elise could as well.
Oh, well, that doesn't really hit.
Ah!
Unlucky.
Ah, man.
Oh.
I've been rolling a lot of 14s.
Too bad this thing's AC isn't 14.
Yeah, too
No,
bad.
I would have been hitting it.
Too bad.
I would have been hitting it a lot. Ouch.
Okay.
Is it running away like a bitch?
I'm gonna hit the
Scared.
protector button. Oh, for the love of it.
I believe
Okay.
Aeth is out of range. I don't remember the range on it.
Oh, I can't see Aeth. It is 10.
Oh yeah, only 10 feet. He's definitely out of range.
Okay.
So it's only
Not out of range.
Elise and Garbu.
Okay.
I
And
lose that.
then-
Okay.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm running a Garbu. And I'm gonna give myself a little out. And then I'm gonna cast. Can I cast Cure Wounds at a higher level?
Yeah,
You
of course.
can.
Oh, for the love of tacos, that's less than the level 1.
My 2 ones.
Well, Garbu, there you go, buddy. There's your 6 health. Oh, that's a second level spell.
Okay.
Now,
And then I
I
can't
just
see-
I just want to make sure when you click on it, it does give you the option to cast higher, right?
Yeah,
It did. Yeah. I just
Okay.
wasn't sure before I clicked.
I just
sorry.
I just wanted to make sure it
I-
did that for you.
It is not in my vision.
Nope.
So how do I know if I'm like?
But
You know what I mean?
you're still aware that it's there.
Okay,
Just
so I
because
can
you
still
can't
move right to left.
You know it's in this direction, so you don't want to get close.
Yeah,
to that
you
direction.
know, you at least know it was somewhere up there. That's the extent. Now, at the end of your turn, you can remake a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet. This will end my turn. I will make that saving throw now.
Go for it.
It's going to be bad.
Still frightened.
Okay.
Garbu.
5, 10, 15, 20, and then I'd like to move my spiritual weapon. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll even move it into its space because it's ethereal, so it can share the same space as a creature.
Sure.
And it can
Bonk
go
it.
5. What?
Bonk it.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's where we're going. 16.
I think
Nice.
that's his AC.
Still hits.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you've rolled max damage on your spiritual weapon, like.
And I
2 out
can
of
see
3
this
times.
thing's butt.
Uh,
So that'll be a nice sacred flam.
oh, look at that damage.
Ooh.
Oh, it
It
does
only
not
was
like that.
doubled.
Nice. That was.
I've hit every hit this battle.
Yeah,
That
you've been on fire.
That was pretty
And
awful.
then I'll move. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I delete that?
I got it for you.
Goodness.
And
Oh,
then
you
I'll
did it.
move 25, 30 just to stay out of a line.
Sure.
Hmm.
And as I walk away, I'll be like, "Thanks, Clarence." Just walking towards the thing Clarence is currently terrified of.
I
At
got your
least-
back, buddy. Kill it.
Let's see. We're gonna move. What was it? How far can I move? There. I wanna go there. So we can see where the fuck it's gonna run. Cause it's running like a little bitch. It just rolled a shitty save, so probably it's gonna roll well now. But we're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna cast Entangle on it, so it can roll
Ooh.
me a strength saving throw. DC 16.
Ooh. Go ahead and cast it. Make it easier for me so I don't have to open the sheet and all that.
Right.
Hey.
I also get to place the field. That's where it is. Yeah, okay, it saves. Of course.
Is
But at
it-
least that entire area is now difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain, which does
Oh.
not affect an ethereal weapon.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye, and I'm gonna shoot my arch at it
I'll say,
and miss
"Don't
probably.
worry, Ace will stay here with you."
Oh yay, 16. We're
Nice.
10 damage.
Very well.
Well-
Aeth.
I'm scared. So yeah.
God damn it. If it failed that save, it
Uh,
would have been restrained. Wait.
Can I cast?
Yeah, you
Can I
can always
cast?
cast.
Hexblade curse on it, even if I'm frightened.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can look at
I
it,
don't
right?
think you have to roll an attack or anything. I think you just curse.
Do it.
All right,
Curse, right?
I'm gonna cast it with Hexblade's
Do they have
curse
to
on it.
save or anything, DM?
Do what?
I haven't been a
Mm.
Hexblade in like 5 years. Or not a Hexblade, but a Warlock. No,
Um,
never mind. Zoe was a Warlock. I forgot. I have been a Warlock.
game.
Not a good one.
I was.
Hmm.
Sure. All right, I'll shoot 2 Eldritch Blast at it at disadvantage.
Okay.
1
Lol.
miss. 2
Lol.
miss still.
Okay.
Nice rolling 2 of them.
Only the
That,
second one was at advantage instead of dis.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll move. I'll move there. I'll move like 10 feet back.
Oh, you also get to save now again.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom save.
And fail.
fail.
Yeah.
Yes. Right
Seems
there.
reasonable.
Or you can succeed and we can all just leave our good buddy Clarence in the dust.
Saving throw.
Hey.
23. I am no longer fright. I'm
So,
leaving you in my dust.
Clarence is the only
Bye.
one. Alright.
Yeah.
Watch this as just a big
As
circle
just
and the thing comes back
parts
around
of
to
like
Clarence.
of where the like green dots are like kind of like oozing the little bit of acid or the acidic properties that it has. Okay.
Yes!
DM cries. I mean, he didn't fail the save on the thing that would have completely dicked him. So I mean, that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he got entangled, he'd be so fucked.
Okay. Well, as it was kind of looks like it was trying to back off, but you guys pretty much are still pursuing, and with you casting entanglement, and kind of like causing this vegetation like growth to appear around it, as it's kind of swirling because I'm gonna give it that nat 1 and pretty much have it where it's in a way no longer running away. It is just going to
Lay it all out.
Yeah, it's just going to pretty much slam into you at least. And when I mean slam, I mean take these 2 attacks.
Yeah, boy.
As it kind of like after getting stunned and pretty much with a nat 1 like slamming into the rocks and kind of getting slightly disoriented, and you were just like there in its sights casting, trying to get it to pretty much be restrained and stop. Turns and just charges at you.
Do it. Hits. Also hits.
Good lord.
I think that. Let me see how much is that?
38. 38.
I have 1 HP.
No.
And it's
Oh,
for just slight properties. It's like
Now
as
it
it kind of
action
comes in
surges.
is like slamming to you and like trying to bite you and stuff, and you taking this damage. And it's like from the bite, you're not really feeling like that acid damage because like it must be kind of leaking out in other places. And as it kind of lifts its head above you, because again, slamming into you, the acid's kind of like just dripping out of it like it's insect-like mouth and just dripping on you with the 4.
Nice.
So, Clarence, you can just see as this thing just slammed into at least, and it's like pretty much right above her, just dripping like this acid from its mouth onto her, as she does not look good.
I look very bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll move over 1 so I can see if Garber's there. Yeah, Garber's there. That does not get to Elise, I don't think.
No.
No.
I can technically move it to A square, but I don't know if that gets it to Elise or not.
Still be more than 10.
No, it's
Yeah,
20, I'm
you're
20
right,
away.
You're right. Well, I'm gonna cast it anyway.
Mhm.
There
Hey.
you go.
5.
And then I don't have anything that goes that far, do I?
I think that's
Don't worry about it.
that, isn't it?
I can't
Don't
attack
worry.
it anyway if I'm frightened, right? Or I'm at
You can.
disadvantage.
It's just the.
You're at
can,
disadvantage.
but it's disadvantage.
If you can see it now, you can make the attack disadvantage.
Sure, I can see part of its body. I can't see all of its.
You move 1 more
Like
over. If you
think
wanna
of
see all
think of the idea. Hold on. Think of the idea is like it is right on top of it, least, but just
okay.
kinda so just in case if she doesn't have to mess with token issues.
Then I'm gonna move.
You can see
over.
it. You can see it.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna not cast because I can't.
I'm gonna cast shoot crossbow.
Yeah. And it's gonna miss.
Hey.
Dang.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I will try to get out of wisdom.
Yep.
dead.
Make a wisdom save and throw.
Does that work?
Hey.
Thank God.
You're good as you kind of like shifting back behind cover and you're just like slapping yourself like to get out of this, and you
Get
can
up
feel
for
your
yourself.
head kind of coming back to normal.
Listen, Clarence. Terrence is up there by himself with Garbu. You gotta help him.
Garbu, what are you doing, my man?
I think we all know what my first move is. think it's a nice. No, I don't want to consume spell slot or place measured token.
Ah, dang it! That's
Ooh.
the first time he's missed.
First miss. You know what? Feeling my spiritual weapon fail me for the first time, I'll 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And again, ideally, it is like right on top of her. So
Cast the spell. 19 healing to you.
Whoa. That's a
Wow,
lot.
nice.
that's a good cure wounds right
Oh
there.
yeah, just brag about it a little bit.
That's why I
Oh.
said it. I had to say it.
And then am I in? I am basically in its range now. Right?
Yes. Like I said, I only have it moved over to the left just in case if token issues.
I'll move back one just so we're not directly beside each other. That's my bonus action, my movement, and my action.
Very nice. At least feeling slightly, if not slightly,
I'm just
pretty
gonna
good
move
on
the spiritual weapon
rejuvenated.
so that it's outside of the other
As
thing.
this thing is just kind of sitting over, you can see it like it is looking pretty rough, and it's kind of shifting back and forth from all the damage that's constantly being done to it, and just not only the dripping, but in other places of its body of acid leaking out.
So it's looking rough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Elise is gonna raise her hand up towards it, and above the I mean, oh no, I can't use this because it requires. I assume the roof is not 100 feet tall, right?
No, it's not 100 feet tall. No.
No, okay, because then I can't use this spell. Would have been fun though, but apparently not. It's looking fucked up though. I want to kill it.
Throw it. I can't get it back from here.
God damn it! Prepared spells that don't give me what I want. I was like, I had Call Lightning prepared, but then I realized when I read it again, it's like you need to like a stormy cloud appears in the shape. Oh, where the fuck did it go now? The spell. 10 feet tall. So weird. Okay, yeah, no. I'm just reading the wording again. Centered on a point you can see 100 feet directly above you. Can't see 100 feet above me. Fine, wait. How much damage did it do in one turn? I think I should just soak up damage, and the only way I can do this by healing myself.
Yeah, I healed you like halfway.
Yeah, but it's like I did so much damage in one turn, and I probably need. Thing is, like I'm the only person with Revivify as well. I think a castable Revivify, put it like that.
I don't have the material for it.
Well, technically the material is on my body, so if I would pass out, it's on me. I mean, might as well just try to take it out, right?
I cast it today, but you know what I could do? I could cast a spell that stops the timer, and then I could cast Revivify tomorrow.
Exactly. There we go. I mean, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna go for the kill, right? Why not? Everything's a disadvantage. That sucks ass. Whatever.
Kill.
We're gonna go for the kill.
If you got anything where it has.
Oh, that misses. That would have been fun damage. And then for a bonus action at disadvantage as well. That misses. There you go. We tried.
Alright.
It's up to you. You gotta finish this thing.
Alright, so it's right there on them. So
Yes.
Mm.
I want to get right. Since like right there-ish.
I was gonna say, you want to stand next to the dented bedpan that's glowing, or you want to stand next to me?
I'll stand next to you. Alrighty. 2 attacks with the longsword. Got no spell slots left, so let's do it. 1.
Nice.
Alright, 9 points of damage on that one. And 2. Ah!
Unlucky.
Just missed. That just missed.
How do you want to do it?
Oh!
The 9 was enough.
Yay!
Yay.
Ah, um, like it's. I want it to be like something where it like comes charge, like it like tries to swoop its head down, and I just, I guess, baseball swing and just decapitate it. Like for a few seconds, it looks like it didn't do
You
anything, and then its head just.
you see as it's still looming over Elise, and it looks like it's about to try to go back down again, as it appears she's still standing even after its first onslaught. And you quickly try to go in for a decapitation, and uh, at least as you're kind of like starting to prepare for this attack, it does look like it stops just very slightly away, and then pretty much the head just kind of starts to slide off. Um, but what does happen is let me see something real quick.
Oh god, it's gonna shoot acid
A
out.
bunch of babies come out of it.
No,
Oh, that's terrifying.
it is, isn't it? Cool.
Like a spider egg.
As it does though, head pretty much almost like it's getting pushed off by the remaining bodily like acid that was in it. You three need to take 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
I'll walk up right after that.
As it pretty much just kind of comes
Oh
all
no!
out, and then it like kind of falls and is, you know, half, not necessarily halfway on, halfway off, but just part of it seems like it's slightly hanging off of the side. But good job. Let us do this one.
Is everyone alright?
Good job, guys.
Yay.
I have more temporary health than real health.
Anybody
I
need healing?
rerolled Protector.
You look real bad there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I can heal you if you need.
16 healing.
Oh my god.
That's how you. That's how you roll cure wounds.
Look,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
I get it. Alright, I get it. Alright.
Yeah, don't roll 2d1s.
That should count as like a double nat one.
Well, that was unpleasant.
I was expecting minimum 12. Like, I was like, oh, I'll give him like 12, 15 hit points. Nope. 6.
X.
If only I was a life cleric. Although I think
Oh my
Aurora
god.
can heal better than a life cleric right now.
I think I can heal better than Life Connect for sure.
Now, what if you multi-class between that class and life cleric? I don't think it would do very good.
Well, the healing would be pretty good.
I mean, no, you'd be, like you only have to take 2 levels in this class, so.
We're on a break.
No, we just this is us. How do you call it? After gaming.
Being dum-dums.
We should probably tell the people like.
That fucking hurt.
Guards. Is everyone okay?
Elise looks at the, how do you call it? Pulls out like a, how do you call it? From the, what are those little pincer things from the jaw out of her neck? Like, yeah, ish.
I'm gonna take off like a pot from my shoulder and just pour acid out of it. Yes, we're fine.
Alright.
It's all good here.
But I mean, I can't imagine this thing being responsible for people getting sick. But it has to be something else in here, right?
Maybe.
You mentioned dragon bones?
Oh yeah, there's like some a point in the direction of the bones.
Yeah, you can kind of like, now that the threat is like over, during this whole scuffle, the bones have definitely now kind of like scattered a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 or a couple, like crushed. But there does appear to be some now remnants of dragon
Is
bones.
the skull still in a piece?
It's iffish at best.
The jaw still also located somewhere nearby?
Sure.
I'd like to put them together.
What, put the jaw and the skull?
All back together.
Pretty. That's a big dragon.
It is.
Yeah. Can we take this with us?
That's a
Uh,
Put it
really
in the bag
heavy.
of holding?
don't think. I mean,
It is way too big to fit in the bag of holding.
so
Will the
is this?
jawbone fit in the bag of holding?
I think the jaw's bone is way too big still.
Like
It's a dragon.
all of these bones are too big.
I'm coming back for
It's a-
these later, then I want to try and talk to this dragon.
Is there any
So-
way we could?
Wait, there's not
Let-
even like a tooth he can take?
No, he wants to use a specific spell. You need to skull for the dragon.
Oh,
Fall
you do?
asleep? He just fell asleep. I put all this effort in. I don't need a break anymore. I was going to take a break to change his PP diaper, but he just
He's
fell
gone.
asleep with his PP diaper.
just appreciate it. Don't change anything. Just stay still.
I've
Can
been
I
trying
go
to get him
take
to
a-
sleep for like 3 hours. I don't understand.
All
Can I
right.
take a look at that arcane rune on the on the
Yeah, as I
wall?
said, does this is this dragon being bound here responsible for the bullshit?
Um. Go, Clarence. You may go ahead and redo an Arcana check, and I'll. Yeah, go ahead and redo an Arcana check, and at least you can either make a possible of nature if you're trying to figure out if just because of the dragon is possibly still here, if that could be what's causing it.
15.
I mean, I love it how nature's fucking intelligence. I fucking love that. Doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, but sure. 8.
Clarence, as you kind of trying to go back and look around, and you can see it does appear to be like a little bit of marks here and there that, because again, the circle is almost like it's engraved pretty heavily into the ground. And it could have been during the scuffle. It could have been still, it could have been still here before all of this ever happened. But there does already appear to be like marks here and there within the circle as well. It just looks like some sort of receiving circle.
Okay.
And at least as you're trying to think and look, and you're not entirely sure if just because the dragon bones are here, if that could be what's causing the mess that's outside in the city. But you do now kind of get a little bit more clearer picture to see that there is still either rusted or dissolved, but there appears to be remnants of like some decent giant chains that could have been used at some point.
DM, with my love of dragons, can I tell any idea what type of dragon this was?
Too hard to tell for just by mere bones. But go ahead and make a... Just make an intelligence check or a nature check. No, just do nature because it gives you a slightly better bonus.
I was hoping if it was based on bones, I could persuade you to do medicine, but we'll do nature.
Go ahead and roll a medicine, why not?
If it was medicine, that would be a total of 20, but I can roll it if you want.
I'll put them together. You're not able to tell what kind of dragon that this was, as by just bones alone. I don't think that gives
Not
you
any
that much.
scales, like left halfway out of the dirt or anything.
No, there's nothing of that. The only thing you can maybe assume is maybe, and again, you don't necessarily have a lot of proof, if you will, but an educated guess or a guess altogether could be the maybe some sort of acidic. If this creature was maybe eating it, that could be a theory, but again, not really hardly any proof.
Looks like
Could I?
the bug thing may have been eating off of the dragon remains a bit.
Can we see if there's anything else in this place or what?
Can I cast detect magic as a ritual spell?
Take you 10 minutes, but sure.
Sure.
Could
I'll
I?
do that then.
Could I? Not really loot, but see if maybe the bug thing is the cause for it. I don't try
Um,
and discern if the bug creature could be the cause for the magical
make
problem.
a nature or arcana check.
Okay, which one's better? That's a really tough call. Oh, nature. Okay, that's wow. I'm actually good at nature. Okay. 14. I have a
Um,
plus.
you're not entirely sure. There's not too many creatures that have came up on radar, if you will, that can cause a a town-wide effect. That seems to do some sort of minor debuff, if you will, whether it's damage, physical, mental, or even some sort of status. It's hard to tell because it's not really been known for something like that of hardly any creatures at all.
It it came from deeper in the cave. It's a little cave system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Because we
Okay.
need to go explore a little bit.
Um. Is there a rock
Maybe.
or any like a rock or something on the ground so I can cast light on it and then just throw it into the tunnel?
I mean, I am radiating light at the moment.
Oh. Um. Well, I was
I
gonna.
think I
do-
think all of us
I
have dark
mean,
vision as well.
yeah, everybody has dark vision besides you. um, but
You can't see.
I mean, if you're still wanting to do that, there's still plenty of broken rocks
Well,
here and there.
I mean, I was doing that for them, but I
I
was
have an
actually so
idea.
they.
If you're trying to go down that route, you could cast light on either one of her arrows or one of his bolts and just fire it in a direction and see how far it goes.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was the
I mean, our
idea.
dark vision only goes so far.
I
We
don't have
should probably
physical
pick
arrows though.
her.
I don't
Oh,
have
you don't?
physical arrows. No, they're
Uh-oh.
like
Oh,
radiant arrows formed out of
then
nothingness.
it has to be a
I'm
bolt.
not I'm not great with this, but we could try it.
Well, right
Let's-
now you're doing your
let's-
ritual, Clarence.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Maybe we should
I'm
do a
stuck.
short rest before we risk getting attention towards ourselves.
Please,
We could do that.
because if there's multiple of these things, we're probably in
I
trouble.
don't think I don't think there's gonna be multiple. It seems kind of like how would it sustain
What-
itself?
Yeah, it's true.
With the size of it, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's take a short rest.
Okay. I'll say at this point, Clarence, your thing kind of your detect magic. I'll say.
I
the
would have
fact-
done it at the end of the short rest if I would have known we were going to take a short rest. To be completely honest.
Well, I mean, it's just a ritual.
You could do it before and then.
A ritual
Yeah,
doesn't.
that's true.
A ritual
Do-
doesn't really do or like cost. It doesn't really cost anything.
Okay.
It's
I don't know
just-
how long.
It's just the
30
fact it takes 10 minutes to
Yeah.
do a ritual of anything.
How
and
long
then-
does it stay up? Just till I drop it?
Whatever the timer is on.
It says for the duration.
What's the duration?
Attempted to ritual cast
Ye-
silence.
It should tell you as well. Give me a second.
What's the duration? Presence magic. I'm reading it from this. I'm not reading it online. I should probably look it up. Hold on.
You said detect magic, right?
Yeah.
30.
30 feet of view. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, I'll just recast it when I get done then.
Okay, I'm good.
So you're gonna wait after the short rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can ritual cast water walk if we don't want to go into the water anymore for about an hour.
How come it didn't do the thing? Oh, I didn't roll it. Okay, I gotta roll it. I got one more. Okay, that's better. All right. Well, boys, I'm all tapped. Got no more hit dice.
Well, I'm good.
Anybody else doing anything during this? Something that is
Um,
not too, I guess, major, if you will.
Garber, you get
Garbu.
the 10 hit points too, by the way.
What temp hit points?
I rolled it when we stopped that way.
I'll roll
You
one
guys could
more.
have it.
What was
Although
it?
I don't know how long Protector's gonna last. I don't know how long we've been in here and how long.
Yeah.
Doesn't the terrorist last the entire day?
I thought he said it was an hour last time.
It's an hour.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's an hour. The
Yeah.
terrorists will last the entire days.
No.
No.
I'll roll one more.
That's boring.
Alright.
Hey, Garbu.
Yeah?
You were able to message Elise. Could you possibly message one of the head guard in the town and let him know about this giant bug thing?
Not
In
if
the
we're
well?
gonna fight anything again for a little bit.
Well, if we don't run into anything after we go deeper into the cave, if we don't fight anything, then could you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do that as long as we don't
I mean,
run into anything.
they have no way of coming down here though.
They don't, but they could get somebody from one of the guilds that might be able to do what you're able to do with water.
I mean,
That
would they believe us even if we told them?
we
Unless
could
we
bring
have
back
like some
proof.
sort of result, I doubt they're gonna take our word.
At
Well-
least just walks up to the head of the thing and takes out his sword and like cuts off one of the mandibles because I assume it has mandibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just cut off one. Like it's probably massive, right?
I mean, it's
Decent
not
size.
as big, but definitely decent size. Yes. Big enough to not be able to fit in the bag. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I just cut it off and like sort of strap it to her back. I mean, I guess this is some proof, right? Like this doesn't come out of nowhere.
But while you guys figure out what next to do, why don't we take a very quick break? We'll be right back.
So guys, I was eating my dog.
Welcome back, everybody. So, as we left off, we're going to assume that you guys finished your short rest. Clarence, you said you want to go ahead and start ritual casting your detect magic, so you can get right on that. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm just gonna go look around at any interesting things.
Okay. Left or right?
Left seems spicy, so I'm gonna go left.
I'd like to do a ritual cast as well.
Okay. What are you ritual casting? And then we'll get to you, AF. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna do what
Healing
she was
word.
doing. Just go right.
Okay.
Can you rituals cast healing word on me?
No.
No.
What are you
No.
ritual casting, Garbu?
I was gonna ritual cast identify.
Ooh.
And I was going to do it. I don't think I can do it on like an engraving on a floor, can I? That'd be
What
I
did
think you can.
If it's
Probably a
enchanted
stretch.
currently, right?
Well,
as an
Let me-
item, I think, or an object.
let me
Does
look.
a floor count as an object, DM?
Let me look for a second,
Or a line
and then
on a floor?
I'll get back to you on that.
If I can't do it on the floor, I'm gonna do it on the dragon's head just to see if I can get any information from that.
I'm gonna say no because of the fact the ground is not an object, it's a surface.
You could use it on the chains that were binding it.
Oh, I could do that.
So, but yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can do on any remaining like chain that was
I'll
there.
try it on the chains.
You kind of find like a little piece of metal that seems like if almost 75% of it was already like dissolved, but you kind of grabbed the piece of metal and checked it out. So we will leave the two ritual cast buddies to do their thing. Elise goes to the left, and Aeth said you're going to the right. So both of you kind of like climbing up just a little bit. It's not like insanely high or anything. But both of you climb up the ledges. Elise, we'll start with you. You kind of see just tons of like scratch marks and stuff like that. Possibly could have been just the creature going back and forth, up and down the ledge. And you kind of go behind the little pillar that's there, and you can see what seems to be like more kind of like possibly remains of the other bones that potentially could be missing. So this could have been where the creature was taking food and then back there eating. So this also might be where it laid. But you're getting a sense of its nest, if you will. Aeth, as you go and look, go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Hey,
I made sure to do the quotes when you said look.
I know.
Alright.
I think it's always going to be
Abe walked
survival
away
for
to
you.
his death.
Okay.
Let's see. 7.
Hey.
As you kind of go and feel around a little bit, I'll say this, you at least pick up what you think in your mind is not like a natural cave formation, but you can't discern what it is.
I'll have the sword switch to king mode. Hey, Minnie, I could really use your help in figuring out what's over here on my side. What right? Could maybe help me with this? Please?
Make a religion check.
He did
With
say please.
disadvantage.
Dang it, he said please. That's I guess.
Oh.
6.
Well.
Even if it wasn't disadvantage, it would still have been a 6.
Yeah, that's true. So you're kind of there for a little bit, sending your prayer. So we'll say with both of y'all kind of doing your looks about and stuff, time could kind of go by. We will use the detect magic first, as that's a little bit more easier, as Garbu would have had to go and find this piece of metal to then try to cast
Metal,
it.
you say?
I said metal before. You just completely ignored me.
I gotta
Anyways,
cram this in the bag of holding somehow. It's metal.
your detect magic, besides the companions around you, there's, you could say, almost extremely faint coming from bits and pieces, probably from the metal that could have been, or probably was the chains, but it is extremely fainted, and you could probably take a guess that whatever magic they had is probably all and gone, but just remnants that this was once something. But the main thing that stands out is the giant circle that seems to still be active.
What school of magic would that be?
DM goes,
Let me have a look.
Is-
I want to be correct what I tell you.
Enchantment.
And just out of curiosity, did the bones give off any? The dragon bones?
No.
I didn't think they would. I just thought it'd be kind of cool, actually.
Did just the bones.
if it's a teleportation circle, it's conjuration.
Tis not a teleportation. I will tell you that much.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we know stuff.
The only reason why I remember is because I remember specifically looking up that for Orisa to see what kind of magic it was.
Let's see. As I'm
Is
also
it magic circle?
as
Abjuration.
I'm also looking at this, for your identify spell, Garbu, it as you looking at the metal, it is coming off as some sort of was probably like a magical restraintment that will not allow any whatever it was attached upon probably would not allow that creature to use any sort of magic to get out of said chains. So even if it tried to if it had the capabilities of polymorphing or dimensioning, anything that could potentially remove itself or make itself smaller, it seems like the chains blocked it, keeping what you guys could guess the dragon, keeping it what looks like almost dead center on the circle.
Wait, the bones are dead center on it?
Well, I mean, the bones are scattered now.
Right, but like, oh, okay. I see what you mean.
The way the chains are positioned, from what I can tell, looks like the dragon would have been held in the dead center.
Yes.
Is it
Oh.
magic circle? Because then it would be abjuration.
We're gonna stick with abjuration. Seems to be the best logical choice to go with what I have it as. So yes.
Could be banishment too, couldn't it?
No, banishment meaning that that'd be not there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Magic circle's the one that like blocks creatures from being able to escape, right? It's like a little.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Takes a while to cast.
I almost started looking up the area specifics. I'm like, I'm not playing a wizard. I would have no idea.
Spell clerics can get magic circle.
So pretty
or-
much, anybody else doing anything particular as you guys pretty much are starting to come back and rejoin?
Yeah, here.
See anything interesting?
Does this output the spell card if I do that?
So the
'Cause
runes.
I would be familiar with magic circle because I can cast it. But
Are you trying to see if this circle is like a magic circle? Is that what
does
you're?
it look familiar at all?
I mean, is that what you're trying to interpret?
Sure.
No, it's not.
Okay. I was more or less just rolling that so I could read the description.
Plus, magic circle seems to be a little bit more beneficial to people or creatures that is inside the circle.
Yeah.
So whatever
There's
this
a-
thing.
There's a
Depends
spell
it-
that's
depends on-
similar to it. What is it? There's a spell that's similar to magic circle that like keeps things inside.
I think this is just
I know there's something that exists, but I can't.
Oh yes, Leroy. I think that this is the DM thing, and he's just giving us abjuration because he doesn't. Because it's like when a player asks you what spell school is it, fuck if I know, my shit.
I don't see how the spell school is going to help you, but sure, I'll pick something random for you.
Honestly, I just saw it on Critical Role once, and I was like, I'll try it. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, I like people ask me in my session in the session lately. Ask me like, what spell school is this? I'm like, fuck if I know, magic.
I mean, like I said,
Magic.
from a previous look onto this type of circle, I did state it seemed to be some sort of like a receiver.
Is it still active? Can I tell if it's still like?
Yeah, with your when you did your detect magic, like beside your companions and the very faint or fading from the chains, that circle lit up. It is still active.
Okay.
So if anything, this circle is what's responsible, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Would I know how to break the circle? Would I know how to get it to
I
be inert?
mean,
I guess would be the best way to put it.
besides the idea, which is always to like break
Can
pretty
I take
much
my
like
hammer and just try and break the rock where the circle's carved into it?
like pretty much like the idea, breaking the circle, if you will. But you guys do notice like the circle itself looks like it's been pretty banged up. Again, there's the center column, if you will, that is on partial of that circle, but it's still
Yeah.
showing active.
What do you guys think? You think we ought to, you know, just hit it?
Oh yeah.
I have a cannon.
Why need you? I mean, I could try and dispel magic on it.
That's actually a better idea.
That might be the best option.
Wait, let me check it. The wording.
Wait, would they know if we did it? Whoever put it there?
I mean, whoever put it here long enough that a dragon died of old age
That's true.
or starvation.
Like either, yeah.
But if
Either
they're
it got-
powerful enough to do it to a dragon, wouldn't they more than likely still be alive?
Possibly?
Maybe.
Does Garbu know much about liches? Nope.
I mean, like regardless, it's like we found something that does it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe we do it and then run and hide behind the corner in case someone shows up.
I can hide as a bonus action. Goblins.
So like if like there was nothing else in this. If we go look around, right? There's nothing else here, or
Can I
What's on
can
that
I
ledge
do an
up there?
investigation check to see if we're missing anything? Just look for anything out of place, out of the ordinary.
Can we
like
see
nothing,
if
nothing.
there's-
Just
Or perception.
I've been
or
up.
whatever it would be.
I've been up here. Like this, where it was feeding itself.
What are you
Can I-
trying to do?
See if we're missing anything. See if anything looks out of place that we might have glossed over. You know what I mean?
Go ahead and make a perception, and where are you going to go and look?
Does this just
Around
look
this
around?
general chamber, I guess. I don't know. What's the green circle on the floor? Is that the ritual thing?
Oh, that
That's
was my
the
entangle.
entanglement. I think
Okay, all right.
by now it should be
it's gone.
gone.
Long gone. It's long
Yeah.
gone.
So
I will just do like our general area around through.
It loops around.
Oh, it does.
yeah.
Oh my goodness! Now I gotta look up
Have
more
we
stuff.
gone up on this edge?
I think I went that way.
Oh wait, I can't
No.
go that way.
Yeah,
I'll
but
just do our general area over here, and then.
Did you find? Did you find anything there?
Nope. I got
Um,
close enough that I was like, I don't know what's down here. I don't.
No,
wanna
I
find
meant did you find anything up there to the right? Because I found it's like nesting place.
Yeah,
I
I
think it wasn't.
got the feeling that it was. I got the feeling it wasn't naturally made, so it might have been something from the acid.
Hey, that's better than what I expected.
Oh, if there's something not naturally made, I'm definitely gonna go look
Can I
over
go
there.
up?
Yeah, I can. Can the people with eyes actually go look now?
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, while you go and do that, Clarence, where are you looking at?
Around here, and then the entrance to this little. I don't know. It's a side tunnel. I don't know what you want to call it. Over here.
I'll say this, for you kind of doing like a very slow investigation, you do find out it's just a giant circle. Like this is probably was once a big chamber, but something caused a decent amount of rocks to have fallen to a continuous point where it almost looks like it made a column, and probably over time it like kind of congealed to each other, almost forming like a natural column in some sort of cave.
So sad. I'm gonna be honest, it is actually a circle. Oh my god. I was so
How long does it
scared.
take?
I will at least tell you this. If your friends didn't try to stop it, or if everybody got feared, it was just going to make a giant circle and come hit
And
you.
come back around behind you.
But unfortunately, it got stopped.
You mean fortunately?
Yeah, sure, whatever
No,
you.
I agree.
So,
Unfortunately,
anyways,
unfortunately.
at
we
least
should have just let the thing run.
you went to the right to go and look, and Garber, from what it looks like, you went with her to go look in that area. Okay. You guys, kind of go up and climb up and start to go look in there, and you do start to make out things that do not appear natural. And once you kind of get a little bit better look at things, it almost looks like it's a podium. Then you have a little, like, almost like, and a lot of this is carved out like in stone, if you will. And then you see like possibly a table, a decent size. Garber, as you also looking around with her, you kind of notice almost like it's tucked or have possibly fallen. But you see a extremely dusted, cracked vial that has some sort of kind of light greenish color into it. There's not a lot in it. And so there's like pretty much the hole to the vial is open and it's cracked, and so whatever it used to hold probably had a decent amount, but now it's like very small. Until you look at it later, go ahead and put viral ? 1 hour. 1 hour. So this way we don't forget.
I don't like pocket it suspiciously. I like literally like look at it. I like hold it kind of in Elisa's direction and then just kind of pocket it.
Well,
Like,
again,
just to kind of like show her like I found something.
are you
It looks nasty.
being careful with it, right?
Yeah, I keep it so that it doesn't
Okay.
spill the
I'm
last
just-
little bit. I'm like,
I don't know.
found
I feel
something."
like I should ask.
And then I'll carefully set it back down, walk like 20 feet away, and reach in and think I want to pull out a portion of water. Try to pull out a portion of water from my bag of holding.
I mean, I will tell you this: if you open up your bag, all that water's just going to come out.
Oh
So-
yeah,
I've
just
walked
dumped
away
water out of
from
my
it.
bag.
I've walked away from that potion so that I don't disturb it, like out here to the edge.
Yeah,
And then I'm like, okay, and I reach in and I'm trying to just pull out one of the 5 segments.
I'm gonna say that's impossible, because it's like if you go to try to put your hand in, it's like you're kind of coming out like your hand dripping with a little bit of water, but not enough to fulfill a 1/5 of the water.
If it's not working, then I'm just gonna flip the bag of holding inside out with it pointing away from me over this edge.
I'm not doing
It
that.
does come out, but it doesn't come out like a fire hydrant. It just comes out like you know,
Just materializes.
a very calm, like waterfall like motion of just water gushing out of the bag.
And if we're ever in like a desert that doesn't have any water, this could be a good source.
At least as you kind of having to look around, and there's a couple of things that definitely comes into light for you, is something that looks like on the table, looks like something that could have been engraved, or something that was, think of flat mud, and if you pushed an item, whatever item you want, like let's just say a pen, and you push the pen in the mud and you take it out and it leaves that mark, that molding. That's kind of what this table looks like. It has 3 different very weird looking moldings on it. Extremely hard to make out what it is. but as you kind of continue to look around a little bit and going back to that podium, you can see this extremely ruined, like, book, if you will. It's not thick or any sort of way. Maybe a journal size, possibly.
Mm.
And as you open it, like, a lot of the wordings are extremely faded, almost like they're not even there anymore. You can see bits and pieces on a lot of pages of wordings or half of words or just a couple of letters, not really enough to possibly make sense. But you come across 3 things that appear to be possibly circled or seems to have hinted a lot. The first thing is, it looks like a number. It's hard to make out. It looks like it could either be 2, a 3, or a 5. And something right next to it, almost like draconic, and then WEA. And then it fades out.
It's probably the what's that talisman from the first Indiana Jones movie that gets burnt into the guy's hand? Probably like that, where it's just the left behind trace of something.
What could possibly look like it continues in that little possible phrase, something about before time. The next thing you see is what you could assume is possible words like drag, DRAG, and then weak, WEAK. And then the last thing you see is just the word Titan. And those are the best that you can proclaim from this ruined old book.
I just pocket the book. Or, well, actually no, because like we have to go through water.
You can put it in here. I hold up the bag of holding. As long as I don't open it in the water, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, like this book. You read Draconic, right?
Yeah.
I just flipped the book open to the little bit of Draconic I can't read.
Can I read the Draconic?
Oh, it's not draconic words. It was stating it as a phrase. It looked like it gave a number, and then you saw the word draconic, and then WEA, and then like a decent amount of space, but you can assume that it might go with it before time. So a couple of numbers, right? Either 2, 3, or 5. It looks like it's one of those numbers. Draconic, WEA, a decent amount of space before time. And then it looked like it might have continued, but it's all faded. If not, again, non-existent anymore. And then the next phrase, which was drag, DRAG, followed by weak, WEAK, and then the third and last phrase was Titan.
What's a Titan?
Do I have any idea what a Titan is?
Why? Got
Isn't like isn't Titan is forbidden knowledge? I doubt any of us know it.
Yeah.
There's like
many of us were on a different plane when we were born and moved here, or spent 1,000 years in a lamp.
I think the only mortal technically now not mortal anymore is has never told anyone about Titans, so. Oh well, no, actually, there's other people who know about Titans.
There is,
But
but
I don't-
the information
It's
from
like 10
from
it's like 10
a-
people in total.
from a
The
DM to
entire
players,
airplane knows.
from a DM to players, that knowledge has
We would
not.
never know. No,
yeah.
we would never know. I was just thinking about how many people actually do know for.
Yeah, but that knowledge
Remembering
has,
last campaign's sake.
has not been shared.
Nope.
We
It
don't know
seems
what
as
Titan-
no, it seems as this information
I chose not to.
was actually kept as a secret, as it was meant to be from the only
Yeah.
people who know anything about it.
Yeah. Guess we just have to go find the right people. No, anyway. So, but like, does So these weird molds.
Well, wait now.
I will allow you to make a. Let me see, because it might just be intelligence.
Probably gonna suck ass. So.
Yeah, intelligence will be just kind of like the best out of all of that.
So you want me to roll
It
straight
is-
intelligence?
Yeah, just straight intelligence. I'm just telling you, it's extremely hard.
Can I
Yeah,
help
I
him?
know.
Give him an advantage.
I mean, if any, you should do it because you're the smartest out of us.
I mean, but that's not really how the. I mean, I can do it. Don't get me wrong. But
I
like, I don't
mean,
wanna...
you can at least like kind of point it out to somebody who might know a little bit more.
I mean, like I have no
Alright.
clue what this is. I'd probably call over. So like, I mean,
What would it be?
Claire's probably the
I'll-
smartest.
I'll guide you since Elise is already kind of helping you.
Is it just a straight intelligence, or is it
Yeah, just
specifically?
straight intelligence.
Can I
Yeah.
guide him?
Sure.
Oh, the second one.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I helped you, so you have advantage.
Oh, I
I'm
do?
helping you. Yeah.
Plus the guidance.
What's
Does
the
guidance-
guidance?
What's...
Yeah. Roll.
Oh, wait,
roll
it's a
for-
26.
roll
I
it
don't
for-
know.
Hold on.
Roll for-
Before you roll it,
Yeah.
I'm letting you know now. You need a 30.
You need
Hey!
Oh,
the help
baby.
and the
Oh,
guidance.
Baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh baby.
That one.
Joseph, every time you say that we need something, we always get it.
That's fine. That's
Or we
fine.
go the exact opposite direction.
Okay.
We do that too.
I had full confidence going in that roll. Gotta be honest.
Hey,
Never doubted it.
I told you it was extremely hard, and the highest challenge is a 30.
Yeah, that is
So.
correct.
Anyway, Clarence, as you're kind of getting help, at least trying to do whatever she can to help you make some sort of sense of whatever this is. And again, it's like a imprint or a graving or a molding onto the table. Right, so it's not like you can remove it or anything like that. It's a part of all of this. And Garbu, you kind of trying to give him just a little bit more push, if you will, trying to figure this out. And Clarence, as you continue to kind of rub your fingers across these and trying to ascertain just like what this could possibly be, and one of the most easiest things that kind of comes up is well, as I was kind of describing it, molding, it looked like it was possibly some sort of forge that was used to create something here in this specific spot. Even though this whole area, this whole chamber doesn't look like a forge, whatever was going on here looked like it was some sort of possible study. As you continue to look into it and trying to figure it out, a part of you kind of pauses and is not sure. Either this was a molding to forge something, or this was almost like what something should look like as a molding. But like nothing was actually made here. This is maybe some sort of indicator of whatever the reason why they did it, like knowledge, if you will. One looks like a handle. It's hard to tell from a lot of the grooves and the shapes. Almost looks like a dragon handle, possibly to some sort of sword, if you will. The second one looks a little bit more smoother, but still a little bit here and there. Kind of like how for me just to kind of even describe it, almost like how to describe the second one too, because I could say something and feel like it'd give it instantly away. Think of like some sort of okay, I guess to be simple, it almost looks like an emblem.
Oh, is this where they made the fucking stupid thing?
And then the third looks like it was a little bit more longer and maybe slightly curvature, but featuring some like of the same symbols as the first one, of some sort of dragon like handle. It does kind of like fade out a lot, but it looks different from the first one at least. Could have been a bow. But by reaching my level, yes, that is what you ascertain from this. You don't know if the one thing you just don't know is if it was made here or they engraved it here, as in trying to carve out what this item might look like, if that makes any sense.
Is it like the negative to the like to make a
Are
mold?
the words flipped? I think is what he's.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, is it backwards?
What?
So like,
I guess we've seen the actual shield, and if the shield was potentially made it, I mean, it's like what he's
So
trying
The
to say is
hint would be the reverse of what the shield
yeah,
looked like.
the inverse of it.
It's hard to tell from the stories, and it's not more of like it's not like it's a lie. They found a emblem of sorts, yes, and pretty much crafted and made it into a shield. But the you know what? Why don't at least you probably had more time with it, and if Clarence is speaking out loud, go ahead and make a history check.
oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm really good at those.
Can I
No,
help?
13. Could have been worse. Wait, I could have used my guidance. I forgot I also have that. So 60.
You don't remember seeing a like emblem itself on the shield. The only thing that tend to really stand out is the orb or the the orb-like thing in the middle or the center of it. Could very well possibly be metal covering a emblem, but the main thing that would possibly stand out is like the sphere that was made into the shield that could have been part of the emblem, but just the rest of it could have been maybe covered up, whether it's purpose or accident or whatever, when they were trying to put it into a shield. So, possibly. It's possible.
Hey,
So what we're saying is that they found the emblem, right?
yeah.
And if there's 2 more, does it mean that there's 2 more items? And so there's an actual shield with an actual emblem?
I think
Or
that's
is
safe to assume.
or
What if
or what
that
if
was the right shield, but the emblem had been removed, since the shield itself may not have been the emblem?
yeah, or what if the shield itself was breakable if the emblem wasn't being used?
So I
And
detected magic at the place where we found the shield and here. Did I get the same sort of residues, like magic type, from there as here when I did that?
Are you talking about when you guys first came across the shield?
Yeah.
And does it match like the circle that's here?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It does not
Okay.
match.
Sorry, that was a shot in the dark.
well, it seems there's 3 items that were created there. I think maybe it's a good idea to go to sleep here and then talk to the dragon. I mean, if you want to have an answer.
Yeah, I can talk
Like,
to him in the morning.
I mean, we have
You
no
can also
rush to
try
go
talking
anywhere.
to the bug if it can speak any sort of sentient language, but
Is there like a way to close it off?
Oh, this room.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a possible way.
Maybe we could just keep watches, I guess.
Do
Yeah,
you
that's
think that a giant metal door would cost more or less than about 100 gold?
More.
Or
What if it's a thin metal door? Really janky.
I still think that they're
I
more.
was gonna say I could close us in this room in 1 hour if I.
I mean, the door wouldn't reach all the way to the ceiling. I mean, again, the ceiling's not that tall, but
I think guards would be better because that's gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah. I mean, it's just gonna be me hitting this hammer on this anvil for 1 hour.
Do you guys want to take a break? Like go to sleep?
I mean, I think if you can actually talk to the dragon, then
I can talk to the dragon.
then we
We
should.
explored this whole cave area, right?
I
We
think
have, I
so. It wasn't there like a bit here on the. If we go, wait, I need to move
No,
myself
that's
so
the
I can.
circle.
Yeah, I know, but there wasn't there like this other area here. Does it lead
Oh.
anywhere?
I'll say as you kind of go and investigate, it looked like you find more like stone like furniture. Not like a home of sorts, but like more
How does this little
indication,
corridor go?
almost like it's more indication that a lot of this was probably more opened up and possibly showing more that this was a testing ground of sorts. But for whatever reason, a lot of rock was caused to collapse and kind of split a lot of these things off.
All right. Well, fuck, I have to move myself a little bit by a little bit back.
I know, I'm sorry.
No.
We.
DM, can you just move us instantly back?
I mean,
I've made my way back already.
yeah.
I've been running.
I say we sleep in here.
So
That
like
sounds fine to me.
running theory is that they used the dragon to make these items, so they channeled like life energy from it or something.
You said it was something about receiving.
I
Like
don't
they
know.
were receiving something from the dragon.
Could be. Like I have no clue how all this magic jumbo works. Like I think
If
my
if we
pet.
want, I could try possibly just melting down some metal with my forge tools and seeing if I could make a little casting out of these here, just so that we have these designs with us.
Sounds like a good idea. I mean, I don't think we can actually create said items, but having like sort of knowing what we're looking for could help. Because it seems that there's like special items out there in the world that were made here.
Can
And
I
so
get
heard
my
of
if
them.
if you do that, Garbu, it's just keep in mind it's almost like if you finish with it, one side of it is like a complete flat,
flat,
and you
and
would
the other
the
side
other
will at
side,
least have the
yes,
shape.
yes,
That's what I'm aiming for, so we can at least have these designs with us.
yes, and that's
We
and
don't have the other half of the designs, but
yeah, and that's
half
easy.
of a
That's again easily doable, and it's you could probably assume that it might all look the same, like all around. It's just for whatever reason, like it was just only a half carving, and there's not like another section or another thing that has the other half. It's this is the only thing.
Could be that they just put two halves together, right?
Well, I mean, maybe the other half is somewhere else.
Could be. Seems kind of counterproductive, but I don't know how
I could
forging works.
always, if I familiarize myself with one of these halves, I could always try to perfectly replicate the other half later on, and then try to forge the two together.
Yeah, well, I mean, then we will have a nice looking hunk of steel, I guess.
For now, I'll just do each of these as half the design. So the flat side, and then half of the handle, flat side, half of the sphere, flat side, half of the curved piece.
Mhm.
So since you guys are taking a long rest here, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take your character sheets for a long rest.
Oh my god.
Garbu, in your inventory, just do 3
Oh, fuck.
moldings of put 3 ancient moldings.
I had to get rid of it. I clicked it twice.
Would they be moldings or castings? The
Mm,
molds.
it doesn't matter, whatever you want to put. As long as it's a somewhat easy identifier if you ask me later. So I'm not like, the hell? I don't know.
Do you want to know the difference between a mold and like a die cast?
Yeah, but
The only like real difference between like molding and casting is the use of the material and like whatever you're doing.
it's just
Casting usually has metal and stuff, whereas like molding is usually plastic.
I'm stupid and I forget things.
Well, I was more thinking of it in terms of you pour metal into a mold to form the cast part.
Yeah, but if
Was
you're
what I
talking
was
pure
thinking.
definition, it's
Yeah.
usually just yeah.
You want to know a funny thing that happens in my head when I think about a second language or a third language and I hear the word a lot of times in a row, it loses its meaning. So I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So
Is this your third or second language?
Second.
is
My third, my
what
third is
is
Swedish.
what is everybody wanting to do during your watch? Is there anything anybody want to do specifically? The only one that so far is Garbu, who is creating these casts, if you
Which
will.
I assume that'll take my whole watch, which will set me one
If
day back in my cycle of producing the armor I want to produce.
yeah. So, is anybody else wanting to do something throughout the night?
Uh, Sure, why not? I'll do something.
Like what?
Could maybe see if I can get a hold of his. He can get a hold of his friend. And see if he's
Which
maybe not for this, but maybe see if she's heard anything about his family. Any update?
you're talking about
Friend?
your patron?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Gosh. Where? Natural
Yay!
one. Yeah.
How many natural ones have you rolled already? So too many.
Too many.
This is
Me?
like 5 or 6 that all of y'all have rolled.
At least. I get a nosebleed.
I'm gonna have to like make a mental note of this. Okay.
Of all the natural ones.
No, of your specific natural one.
What was it a check for? To talk to his patron?
I'm gonna have to keep this in mind. We'll see if I remember it. Anyways, anybody else? Or if there's anything else, Aeth? No, nobody? Alright then.
No.
No.
Apart from being sad that I can't get the stars.
You
Typical.
guys all wake up. The yeah, no, it's still a quiet besides the waterfall and the sound of water flowing. Does not appear to be any other sounds of creatures or anything in this area or cave, as far as you're aware.
I would have put those 3 castings into my bag of holding, so I only have room for 1 more item, by the way.
Okay.
So we're gonna go talk to the dragon?
And it would have used up some metal out of Clarence's bag of holding. I don't know how much. However much you think, DM.
How much metal do you have?
Lot.
Does it say a certain amount?
Yeah,
or-
I have it in the. Hold on.
It's like 65 pounds, I think, or something.
100 pounds of scrap metal.
100 pounds.
Just
And you
do.
also have dragon skills.
I'll even say this: if you would have took the other metal pieces that were kind of hanging around the cave, because I know you said you tried to take them, but we never officially added it.
I'll
We'll
just
just
straight up use those.
yeah, we'll just use those. Make it easy.
Okay.
So that
I'll
would
melt
have
down
used.
the magic metal to make castings. I'm fine with that.
Well, they're not magic
They
anymore.
were.
They were, but
They're
even
formerly
themselves were
magic.
dissolved. Anyways, what do you guys do?
You're gonna go talk to the dragon, right?
Yeah, you wanted to go
Yeah.
talk to the dragon.
Yeah.
Switched out
Dragon
my
talking,
spells
huh?
To be able to do that.
Can I like talk to Garbu real quick?
I don't know. Can you?
So Garbu, I know you're like real excited right now. You're gonna talk to a dragon, and that's great. And I'm happy for you, and I know it's awesome. But some dragons aren't nice, so maybe we like just remember that. He might be mean, and I don't want him to hurt your feelings.
He's just a skull.
Well,
I mean, if he hurts my feelings, I'll just tell him he's just a skull.
yeah, you do that.
That'll probably hurt his feelings pretty bad.
Maybe. Well,
I mean, you could always like, if he's bad, then he's probably vain, as at least like sort of overhears it because passive perception.
Oh, I
Anyway,
offer to bring him back.
no. We just play on his vanity.
don't
I
bring the
did
dragon
also-
back.
I did also.
Like if
bring
it, acid dragons are like black dragons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So and they tend to be pretty vain. So I mean, you could play on that, right? And sort of like tell him, oh, like we will take revenge on on the people who did this to you, blah blah blah. If you give us information, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I did also prepare a spell to be able to bring his bones to some semblance of life?
Of course.
Let's first talk to him and see if we're interested in that. Not to mention that we have to go collect its bones because there's a few over there, and then probably some have been eaten away.
Yeah.
Looks at the corpse of the creature lying there.
Garbu wouldn't have prepared that
It's
spell. I'm gonna
it's
unprepare animate dead because Garbu wouldn't have actually prepared it. Never mind. That's
um
not Garbu's style.
you still hear like the sizzling sound coming from the carcass of this body. It's not itself dissolving, but it's just possibly either the ground around it it's just there until it eventually dries up. But yeah,
I see.
it smells pretty bad.
If you're gonna go talk to the dragon, I will. As you do that, I will cast Enhance Ability on you to give you Eagle Splendor to get an advantage on Charisma.
Great. Great.
All right.
Gonna be needed.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Here we go.
Anything specific I should ask to the
Do you
dragon?
get? I mean, more like
from why it was down here. Then
what?
go from there asking about like what the circle was.
Can we all see the dragon?
I mean, yeah, it's sitting there, but I think we can hear it. I don't know how the spell works.
You
No,
can
no.
hear how the
What
one
it,
wants to
what are
go.
what are you casting again?
Speak with dead. I think by the wording, it's just me speaking to the dead,
what
but
I
I
heard.
think typically some more theatric D&D shows have made it to where everybody can kind of conversate with the dead.
I think it only listens to your question, so that
Yeah.
it doesn't answer anyone else's question. I think that's a common theme. Hmm.
As long as it has a mouth, so that's why I was checking on the skull and jawbone. It can talk.
Don't mess this up, Brandon.
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's not me.
It
it's
doesn't
Garbu.
say anything very specific. I'll say all of you can hear it. It's the only fact is Garbu can be the only questioner. It will not answer anybody's questions.
I mean, our first question is why is it down here, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess the thing is like more like a broad statement of like what happened here. Like, and then you can ask like if its power got drained because it looks like they took its power and put it in those items or something. I mean, I guess we can sort of see where it goes. I mean, it's not like you need to ask 5 questions super. Like, you need to have all of them prepared depending on what information it gives. Not to mention that you're probably also the only person who can actually understand it because we're probably talking Draconic, which I cannot speak. So
I'll say in Draconic. I thought so. I think I'm the only one who understands what I'm saying. But I give 2 thumbs up when I said that.
well,
It'd
I mean,
be funny if one of us just said it draconic. I understood what you said.
well, you
My other
can.
game, they've been walking around. 2 characters know Draconic, and they thought they were like the only people who knew Draconic. So they were just walking around speaking it, and they walked past like a priest and started speaking about him in Draconic, and the guy just responded to them like, "Yeah, I know I'm bald. Stop being rude."
Nice.
Alright, well, are you ready?
I guess.
Hmm.
Cast away.
I'll put the skull with the jawbones, and I will cast to speak with dead if I can figure out how to freaking cast spells.
Okay. As you go to cast this, and a lot of the dust in this cavern starts to kind of swirl, almost like it's curving around a lot of these columns, and it's constantly starting to build and continuous circle around just the skeletal head of the dragon. and it's like a lot just right in front of you, Garbu. And all of you can kind of feel this gush of wind, if you will, that is out of nowhere coming through this cave until all of the dust starts to kind of slowly fade off and just slowly settle back down. All of you hear just this guttural, like, mumbling, which, because you are in a place of dragons and dragonborns, you do understand at least what sounds like draconic, as this head does speak in draconic. So, Garbu, as you hear this very low...
No, I actually don't know Draconic. That was all just lies.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm joking.
Okay, thank God.
Draconic is my racial language.
I figured, but I wanted to double check.
You just get this very low sound of, "Who dares wake Navarra?"
Hmm. How is Navarre spelled, by the way? Just
Navara.
That's your first.
Navara.
That's your first question.
He-
How's that spelled?
he tells you, and then all the dust just flutters away, and it goes back inert.
Ah, fuck. That's counted as.
okay.
That counted as.
5 letters.
That's
Like, I'm
counted as
counting
5.
each letter as a question. Okay. I was more asking for note keeping.
Of course. How do you spell your name? Okay, cool. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. All right, sorry. You can go back to being dead now. Wait, I still need to answer 4 questions, or I just exist here forever.
It makes me think of the Shinron. It's like, I still have another wish. Can you hurry and make it? Oh,
If they
hold
just
on.
left Shinron sitting there
Yeah.
forever.
But anyways, go
He's
ahead.
just sitting there threatening to eat them. Okay. What happened here? Great old one.
It's Cthulhu?
This was my tomb.
He says, I'll turn to Des. He says it was his tomb.
Okay. You can just maybe straight up ask him like if people drained his power to create the items of magic importance.
Okay. Did the people here drain your power in order to create magical items?
As he starts to kind of let out this very loud and vibrating laughter that, even as a undead skeletal head, shakes this cavern. No one drains magic from me.
They didn't drain
This-
any magic from it. Do I need to relay them? Assume if information is said,
You
it's
can
been
assume,
relayed.
unless
Okay.
you specify, you do not tell them something.
I just look at Garver. I'm like, well, I mean, he can be cocky all he wants, but I mean, he kind of got chained up, and I mean, the proof is in the pudding, as they say, right? It's like he got kind of chained up here, and that looks kind of
Garbu.
weird.
You might need to be a little mean.
I mean, if he answers, I think he has to answer honestly, or he can avoid answering, right?
No, I
No,
don't.
he
There
can
is.
lie.
He can
lie.
answer. It can be in any sort of fashion. It doesn't have to be the
Is this
straight answer.
concentration?
Yes.
Do I want to waste another spell? Speak with Dead is not concentration.
Do it.
Just keep burning. Why not? Have fun.
Can a
that enters. Is it a creature? It's a head.
yeah? Can a
I don't
ghost
think that
be
counts.
zone of truth?
No,
Yep.
it
Yeah,
is
I
not
was
a
gonna say I
creature.
don't think that counts. I do have Zone of Truth prepared, but I don't think it would work here.
It's currently a undead, but it's a special undead as it's
It's not a
only
creature. It's an object.
yeah.
Talking head.
It's only here to answer a couple of questions and that's it.
Yeah, because it's still classified as a corpse, which a corpse is not classified as a creature. Because it specifically says corpse in the wording of the spell. The corpse must,
Yep.
and the corpse has to answer up to 5.
Mhm.
It never says any sort of undead or creature. It's just corpse.
So,
Just animated enough to speak, I guess.
mhm.
What else should we ask? Anything else from you?
What about the bug creature?
And I don't
I
think.
think that's after. I think that's post death.
Maybe it knows if the magic if the magic circle is it it's a receiver, right? So maybe he got power. I don't know.
Maybe he got power. That's a good point. I can ask him about the circle.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. It's like I don't really know if there's a right questions
Maybe
to ask it.
before we ask that, so if we aren't sure, do we have 3 more questions to ask? Because if not, maybe to gain a little bit of trust with him, I can ask him if there's someone he'd like us to get revenge on. That way he may be a little more favorable towards us for the last 2,
Sure.
as was
I mean,
mentioned prior.
yeah, it's your thing, so you do you. I'm
Can we
just
at some point ask him if he knows what's cursing the town people? You know the reason
I-
we're down here
We can, I
at
guess.
some point, because that's like
Maybe you
the whole
can.
I'll
reason
go with.
we're here.
I kind of want to go with the revenge one because I feel like that might also prod out an answer of maybe who did this to him.
Yeah, but like,
Mhm.
okay,
We should probably figure out who did the curse. So.
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. Okay, we'll have 2 more after this.
You do you do you. You do you.
It's your call. Since
I
this
just
is
figured that might make him a little more honest if he thinks that we could get revenge for him.
You do you.
Great Master, is there anyone that you would seek us to get revenge for you?
My revenge lies with the mortals.
Revenge lies with what?
Yeah, you lagged out a little.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
Lies with the mortals.
He says he wants to kill mortals.
Okay.
I think this is probably
Okay.
from when the guilds and dragons were fighting. So he probably just hates anyone who's not dragons.
Probably.
Granted, my kind of served the dragons, is my understanding. So, right.
Okay.
That might put you lower than the enemy, to be
Hmm.
fair.
Here's Popo's stool. Here's the dirt. Here's the earthworms. Here's you.
Yep.
I'm the earthworm, so I'm not quite to the mortals or whatever, but I'm below dragon poop or something.
You got 2 questions left.
Okay, so one of them should be if he knows anything about what's affecting the town, and the other one should be if he received power from the magic circle.
Could be. It's more like I don't think he knows about the town. It's probably like if the areas, if he knows about it.
A curse on the area,
Yeah.
on these lands.
Mm.
Um,
Sure.
okay, so I'll ask about the circle first and then about the curse if that sounds good.
You do what you want.
Or do we want to focus on the curse and forget the
Uh,
circle?
I mean, maybe it's the same thing, right?
Possibly.
Well, we could see.
I'll ask about the curse first in case the circle ends up unrelated. Oh, great honorable Navara, do you know of any curse on these lands?
The only curse is that I did not slaughter more mortals before my capture.
I just turned back to the others. Yeah, no, he just wants to kill more people.
Oh, okay, yeah, well.
Maybe not. Find a way to
That's
bring
the
him back.
curse.
Well, at least he admitted that he got captured, right? So I think
Yeah,
they probably drained his ass, and he just doesn't want to admit it.
yeah. It's
Pretty
very
good chance.
he's very probably full of a lot of pride and honor and not wanting to forsake that.
Got one question
Um,
left.
The circle.
Yes.
Yeah, if it was if it was giving him power, like yeah, I guess it was giving him power. Because if not, then I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really good with asking that things questions.
You
Anyone
said
else got any bright ideas?
this circle was a receiver. What would it have received? Would it have received his power? It's the only thing it could have done, right?
I don't know. Do you mean that the circle received the power from the dragon? Is that what you're saying? And then they used the power that was in the circle to do whatever the fuck they wanted. Is that our theory?
Were there any matching runes anywhere in the other room where the forge was, or I guess the mold center?
Nope.
We could also just leave his head here alive for the rest of eternity.
It only lasts
You
for
could
10
threaten him with
minutes.
that.
All 10 minutes.
Oh,
Dang it. I was gonna say just leave it here to suffer for the
No,
rest of forever.
it's only 10 minutes.
It'll just
He'd be
sitting
really
there
mad
like,
for those 10 minutes.
Excuse me. Come back.
Mm.
So some adventurer just wanders in here like 100 years later, just finds a talking dragon skull on the floor.
I mean, is he gonna get the Skywards?
I mean, I think it's not gonna really answer much. Maybe we should ask who captured him because he just admitted to being captured.
Maybe it weren't some of the dragons on the side of the mortals, at least towards the end of the war. I think that was a cat, possibly.
He just managed to open the door, get out, and then the door closed again.
It was a ghost.
I think it
The
was
fuck?
it was probably more somebody letting the cat out
Ah,
because
Could be.
there's no way
No, so I'd say there's no fucking.
that door
uh,
that door is not a swinger door.
No, I was like, I'm so confused. Like, cat's gold. I noticed you're scared.
if haunted elephant toys are a thing,
Yeah.
doors can be too.
That is true. Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
like, what do we want to know? That's the question, I guess. It's like, do we want to know who captured him? And like, I feel like the question what we're gonna ask is not either not gonna answer what we want, or
I
it's
could ask what kind of dragon he was, just to answer that curiosity. But like, depending on what we ask, we might not get actual answers. I could ask him about this, and I hold out the little dragon tooth bag I have.
Mm.
He might have some idea, but I'm not sure.
if you don't know what he's gonna ask, just ask about the curse.
We did
Or we
ask
can
about the
Oh, you
curse. He
did?
said the only
Yeah.
curse on these lands is that he couldn't kill more mortals before he was captured.
Yeah, that's
At least it takes out the book, right? Remember that it says Titan at the end. You could ask if it knows what a Titan is.
Ask him about titans. That's a good idea.
Because I mean, like maybe I mean that word isn't there for no reason, right? That's the only word I'm like really confused about.
Yeah. I'll ask him that. Great Navarro, what do you know about the titans?
He leaned forward, so he got serious.
roll
Did you see
roll a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Got and enhance ability.
Oh.
You're already enhancing abilities me if you
Yeah,
guide
that's true.
me,
You can guide
so,
yourself. You can guide yourself, right?
I can. because I'm not concentrating on anything.
Yeah, you have
So
my
I'll do
enhanced
that.
ability.
What is it? Persuasion?
Oh lord.
God.
Listen, I have negative charisma. 13.
Plus a D4.
I
That's the
added the
D4.
D4.
Oh my gosh.
I have a -1 to persuasion, and it's my best charisma based skill.
You have +1.
Or yeah, sorry, +1. I have a -2 to charisma, +3 to persuasion, which brings it to a net +1.
I'm not going to say this in a deep voice because I don't want it to kind of break out
Hurts your
again,
throat.
and that too. What it will say is, are you speaking about the Titans that are no longer here?
Dang it. Should have asked about that earlier.
Maybe we can come back in 10 days.
And then it
Yeah.
kind of fizzles out.
How
Well,
big-
Titans are Titans
big
are
is the head?
things. Big.
For the
Um,
bag of holding, I think what was already
No,
said.
yeah.
Garbu, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. I love these things.
Seven.
7.
Is that bad?
Okay.
I don't know if that's
It's,
bad.
it's either really bad or really good. It's like either or, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. So, what do you guys do?
I think we probably need to make our way back up the well.
Boy, I wish I knew how to bring this dragon back, even if it was just as a pile of
Should
Shandor's
we
bones.
should we break the circle?
I think Joseph said it was already kind of broken, but it was still magical despite
Like-
being kind of broken.
Like what you guys did with the first enchanted circle, if you will, that was around the shield, you
Can we scrape off
like
the?
desecrated the circle, right? You made it to where the spell was no longer in effect by destroying or breaking the sigils or any sort of continuation of the magic circle. And it stopped. Here, it already appears to be that way. Like, again, I'm sure that part of the circle has to be some sort of like scraped up to hell and back from just the center column that's on it. And then around that, what you guys can see is like scraped. It is almost like somebody or something tried to possibly break it itself. Even your scuffle and a little bit of acid still during your fight also kind of like messed it up a little bit. But when the detect magic went off from Clarence, it still showed it as a active circle.
Should we dispel it? Does anyone have the dispel?
I do.
Can we possibly do that?
I mean, I can
think it's a
most
good idea.
certainly try.
High magic. I assume.
So what I'm thinking here, right? Looking at Clarence, because he's a main magic man. Leading to like I got this weird theory, so they're staring at the ceiling during the night. That may be the reason why the city is being, hit by weird magic is because the circle is corrupted and broken. What do you think about that? Like sort of like magic is seeping out and hurting people. Does that make sense?
So should we fix it?
Or break? Yeah, well, or dispel it completely. But I more mean like, what do you think about that theory?
I don't know. I think it's better than what I have. I got nothing.
mean, I can try dispelling it. See what like, I mean,
What's
worst
the worst
case,
thing that can happen?
I don't know. We unleash something, but I guess.
I say
Uh,
try it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we don't. It's not like we're gonna get a dragon chain down here and use another one for its original purpose, I guess.
I mean, this one shouldn't be able to come back. I mean, I can make sure it's not able to come back for 10 days if we want to.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna come back in that sense.
I can
I
spend
mean, like,
2 minutes ritual casting Gentle Repose, which will prevent any sort of undead animation.
I mean, if we just want to cover our bases, I guess. But yeah, you can do that, and I'll try to dispel it.
I'll cast Gentle Repose on the dragon and then on this weird creature as well. And then I'd like to taste the creature's meat while I'm casting Gentle Repose on it, just like a little lick as I'm casting.
Go ahead and put it in the chat for me.
Gentle Repose
Yes, sir. Be a little bit easier than having to pull out a
basically stops decomposition and raising from the, or animating the dead. And it'll be a ritual cast. No, don't consume spell slot.
Okay. Okay, so you do it for the skull, right? Okay.
I mean, if we're getting a dragon skeleton, we at least won't have to deal with the head.
It does not successfully take on the creature, the bug creature.
Ooh,
Not dead.
it's not dead.
It's not dead.
I would immediately attack the creature.
Okay. Make an attack.
With advantage.
It
One.
is prone.
Why not?
I see Garbu hitting it. I'm hitting it too.
19. 4 damage.
Okay. Go ahead,
Hammer
Clarence.
into the carapace.
Hey, I hit it this time.
Technically, it would be
What?
disadvantaged because it's prone,
Oh,
but at the same
prone.
time, it's a big creature. I don't. You shouldn't be able to miss something that's not moving and squirming.
You never know. You
But
never know.
the arrow slams into it.
I just look at what's happening.
Moved it all.
It doesn't seem dead.
Can I?
Doesn't seem dead.
Yeah, this spell should be able to take hold if it's dead, but it like didn't.
Sure.
It's
I
not
mean,
a
this is.
corpse, basically.
Can I go investigate it and see if I can figure out why it's not dead?
I'm not very good with the Arcana. If someone
You
else
can
wants
make
to take over,
a
I'll guide Clarence.
I don't
What?
know what it would even be.
nature or medicine.
What
Oh, medicine I can do.
Can I make a nature check
Okay.
to see if this thing
Can I
reproduces
make a medicine check
ace?
to tell if it's still alive?
Sure, why not? And then what, AF?
Could I?
Roll a 30 and
Can
then
I-
a 9, baby.
Can I see if I can figure it? Perhaps it has younglings in it, like like
Ooh.
a spider.
You can make a
Oh,
nature
no.
check as well.
We're gonna smash it open and they're gonna come all skittering out and we're gonna freak out.
Too bad it
18.
was an advantage.
No. It does not appear to have any sort of younglings or eggs or spawn within it.
Okay, I was gonna say we can get Anakin Skywalker on it, but guess not.
Any way we can like burn this thing?
Elise sitting there like looking like starting to cast the spell magic, and then looks over. I mean, yeah, what is not dead yet? Sorry, I was not paying attention.
It
Uh,
I cast a spell that should take effect on dead things, and it didn't take effect.
Oh, okay. Fire, you said?
I'm just thinking that if we burn this thing to a point that it no longer exists, we shouldn't have to worry about it still being alive.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere directly into it. And just leave it there to burn up the corpse.
Okay. It
burn, baby,
So
burn.
for the entire
burn.
minute, I'll just sit there and look at it and focus on it for the entire minute and just like sort of move it back and forth over its body and burn it.
I'll even say like the flame kind of changed to a slight greenish hue just because of as it's burning, it's like the acidic kind of coming in mixed in with it, if you will, from it just being burned as well. So it still does the same effect of just fire, but it's just like when you add a different type of mineral to a flame and it changes the color. Kind of the same thing. But
once
Oopsie.
it's done being burned, can I reach up and try and taste a piece of the charred meat?
Sure.
You take 10 acid damage.
What's it taste like?
You
Acidic.
don't have
100
taste
acid.
buds.
I have taste buds. They're just different than yours.
Take 1
He's
point of
just
acid damage.
He's built.
One point.
He's built differently.
I try it again.
Stop.
Oh my
My best
god.
on the first one.
It's gonna double.
Take 2
Two.
points of acid.
It does.
Stop eating it.
I'm gonna
again.
pocket some of the meat for later.
No, you're not. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we
Garbo?
said
What'd you
said
put in
this
your
fight.
pocket?
Nothing.
Garbo, put it back.
He put meat in his pocket. I saw it.
It's burning your
Pocket
mouth. I can
meat.
see it.
Just a little bit of foam coming out of his mouth.
Stop. Put it back.
Oh.
God damn kobolds.
Oh no, he has
Uh,
rabies.
Anyway, is this sufficiently burned? Does it look at the smoldering corpse of burnt bullshit?
Burn
It-
bullshit.
I pretend to put it back. Which I
And I-
think beats Clarence's passive, unless he's actively watching me.
Yeah, I'm actively. I just told you to put it back.
Go ahead and
Okay.
make a perception check, Clarence.
Put it back. Put the fuck back.
It's still in my pocket as you're just yelling at me to put it back.
A decent part of the body seems extremely charred. Like the way the way I imagine it, like you kind of put it in the center of it, and it just like tried to burn its way in, and then just
Sure.
ravage the inside of it.
Yeah, something like that. It's a minute of burning corpse at least. So. And we happy. There's like a hole in it now.
You should try some. I hold up the piece that I took.
No.
Oh, hold on. So
I'm
gonna
holding.
go- So
It should be a delicacy.
theoretically, I'll do it in Clarence's voice because he's a nerd. So theoretically, like insects sometimes have a hive mind capability. So maybe just because this is an actual unit doesn't mean it's a whole brain, if that makes sense. So like it could be just a finger or a toe or a hand as opposed to the main brain.
But it would still be remains at that point, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I'm not sure what constitutes remains. It could be a form of a construct that they create biologically. I don't know.
Where's your other remains?
It's very complex.
I mean, I would consider if you cut off my hand that my hand is remains because it remains where it is, right?
No, I don't know. I was just spitballing. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no.
I don't
clue.
know either.
You should.
That or
try
the
this,
DM's just
though.
messing with us.
Whatever. I'm gonna go dispel this motherfucker. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
that one-
repocket the
should have
meat.
done that.
Well,
Stop
then-
pocketing the meat.
No,
Stop pocketing
stop.
the meat.
I know what you're
You're
doing.
worse than Tay.
I don't understand you.
I cast Chaos on Garbu. Do not pick up the meat.
I set the meat down.
Anyway,
only if Chaos is actually cast on me.
no, it's strip
Otherwise,
levels. I
it's still
can't.
in my pocket.
It's 5th level. So
I'm gonna steal that
um,
from you later, and you're not gonna be able to stop me.
okay, let's see. So I need to cast. It's my spell modifier. Dispel magic on this bullshit. I'm gonna guide myself because guidance works on this. I think. Yeah.
I'll cast enhance abilities on you while you cast guidance.
I don't think guidance.
I don't think it
works.
has.
It because you're using a spell. I will obviously make you use an Arcana check to see how powerful it is.
Oh, it's not Arcana check. It's my spell casting modifier. I roll wisdom check.
Still wisdom.
But I don't think guidance works for it.
It works. No, enhance ability does
It's a
not work.
check, right?
It doesn't work. Let me have a look. It is a.
Would enhance abilities work?
Because the idea
You make an ability. You make ability checks. So enhance ability or guidance definitely works because it's for ability checks. So guidance definitely works, but I'm not sure if enhance ability works because you can't really quantify what it is
Wisdom
unless.
checks as well, isn't it?
No, it's specific checks, like
Oh,
specific type of checks. One of the.
is wisdom intelligence? I would do the wisdom checks, which your spellcasting is a wisdom base, but I don't know if that makes it a wisdom check.
I think it's just as an ability check using a spellcasting ability, so I don't think it works on it.
Okay, then I will guide you so that you can concentrate on casting the spell.
The spell magic is just an action, but yeah, you can do that. Why not? You can do it. Why not? It's just flavor anyway. I shall cast the spell magic.
We all explode.
Let's see. That's for me burning the spell slot. Ability check plus a d4, so that's a 15 plus a d4, so that's an 18 total.
Level
Okay.
8 spell.
I don't know.
As you concentrate and focus on this, you feel as something connected.
Hmm. Okay. I connect it. Is it gone yet? I look at it.
I mean, it's still like engraved, but like the
Does it look like it's
the engrave? I will tell you this: the engrave is not going away.
No, but I'm looking at.
Alric
Is the.
will cast detect magic after that.
Okay.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking at it. Like,
Um,
can someone?
go ahead and make an Arcana check, Arbu.
Can I help
Uh
him?
oh.
Guidance.
I don't- Hey, that's better
11.
than 0.
Now, let me
14.
ask this. Clarence, when you cast it the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell the group of just what it felt like, again, as a receiver? Or did you as well describe how it looked? Because
no.
think of it like this: when you detect magic, it's like you can see the world around you just fine, but things light up, like the magic, right? Like infrared, if you will.
Yeah.
Did you describe that part to Garbu or to anybody in general? Like, do you
If I
think you
would've-
would have?
If I would have talked to Garbu, I would have probably told him all of it, but I would have tried to be like dumb it down. Sorry, Garbu.
Because
When
there's
cast
a
spell,
difference.
things make glowy.
There's a difference between just saying like this is magical because it glowed versus
Yeah.
being very specific.
I probably would have been specific because that's kind of what my character does, but I will make it fair and I'll roll a d20. And if it's
It was probably a lot of words. I would say, to be fair, I might need to roll the d20 to
Yes,
see if I paid enough
I
attention to
think
what it
that
said.
probably be
I'm just trying to make
Clarence
sure
probably
because
shared all the info. It's
what-
probably more so do I remember what Clarence said.
Yeah,
And
it's
the-
more whether or not I was able to dumb it down to where you can understand.
and that's fine because the idea is depending if you did or didn't or if how it was taken will
Is
determine
there a
how
roll?
I answer
Yeah.
Garboos.
Is there a roll for this? Because I mean, it would be. I probably would have said it. It's just whether or not he understood it.
Just make a general intelligence check, I guess, Garboo.
Intelligence,
Hey!
memory.
Okay.
Hey, that's look.
I'll say you get the gist of it. So
I
Garboo,
was
when
paying
you
attention yesterday.
cast detect magic, it's still lit up, but not as much.
Seems like it's
It's
lessened.
almost like, if I had to put it in a way, imagine two lines, right? Imagine a circle and then make a slightly smaller inner circle. And then in between those two lines is all of the wording. It's like one of those circles disappeared. It doesn't really matter which one, but one of them disappeared.
Gotta.
Like half as bright.
Well, do I need to do it again?
Less circles.
I mean, I can do it again.
Maybe.
Sure, I'll do it again.
This time maybe Clarence should do the detect magic.
I could do it. Do you want me to do
Fine.
it? Do you
So
want me to
there we-
ritual cast it, or do you want
guide.
it quick?
I'll guide Elise again.
It doesn't matter how you cast it.
Oh well, this is gonna be problematic.
Click it.
Well, not a 3. Don't think
I'll
this.
do it.
I didn't think this did anything.
14 total.
Uh,
But yeah, I think it would be a ritual cast would be better.
Yeah, I'll ritual cast.
Fuck my life. Why am I rolling so fucking dog shit today?
It appears as nothing changed.
Hmm.
I mean,
Got
it's
one more?
it's still at the level where when I saw it was where it's lessened.
Yes.
Now he can see that for himself.
Yes. For Clarence, it definitely shows that the outer circle like disappeared, and this was probably due to the first successful of dispel.
Okay.
It was clearly enough to beat a layer, if not a protection of it.
I can't do any
this-
more today, but
Yeah.
so.
The second
gone.
one, the second one was just not. It was one off.
Ah, ha 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 ha.
Do you guys want to take another long rest?
I mean,
I mean, I
Maybe
could
when-
prepare dispel magic as well for the next time.
And then I could just do
didn't-
all the detect magics.
But we might want to leave and come back.
I mean, the thing is, like, if we leave and come back, then
This isn't technically underwater though. It's like
Yeah, what's to the north of us? Is
What
that a
about,
passage?
like, there any other exit down here? Did
Are
anybody
you talking
find
about that
any?
little water section?
Yeah.
That is just like, you don't see an opening,
Okay.
but you can see where the possible tunnel that was underneath the platform that you guys saw previously when
Yeah.
you was in the water in the back. It looked like it went like, this is where it's coming from, but it looks like it's being taken down, or like there's probably like a hole or some sort of cave slightly underneath it that the water is being funneled through and going somewhere else.
I was gonna ask if it's been a full 24 hours since water breathing was cast, and then I figured Garbu probably wouldn't know whether or not it's been a full 24.
I mean, I can
Uh,
just recast it ritually again.
I'd say if it's not already probably gone, it's extremely close. So
I mean, I can just recast it. There's no issue.
It's a ritual.
Mm.
that would make it extremely easy.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to go explore some more
I
and
was
then
just gonna look under the water. Is there any other way out of the cave up here? Have we looked the whole area?
It's a
Yeah.
circle.
What about up on the top? Where
I don't know. That's what I was asking about.
For simple sake,
There's this
while
other
they're
offshoot.
up here, right? Up here is kind of like the nest, or where this creature was laying, or probably laid. When you look down here, there does appear to be a little bit more of an opening, but it then eventually goes to a dead end. Probably a
Former exit.
was once an exit, but whenever a lot of this rubble came crashing down, it sealed it off. So this entire chamber is about the only openness that's here.
Well, we could always try going deeper, and on the way back, try the dispel again. If we
Always an option.
spend enough time down here.
And we know we have a safe spot to come back to.
More or less, assuming
Well, I mean,
this
yeah.
thing, and I point to the creature.
It's like
That's-
basically burned with a hole in the middle of it, right?
I mean, yeah, that's what it looks like.
I mean, if you're worried about it, we could just break off all its arms and legs and shove it somewhere.
But if we put it back in its, I don't. It probably is pretty heavy.
Let's shall we just go exploring? I think it's probably pretty fucking dead right now.
Yeah, it seems. Even if it's like slowly healing or something, I feel like it's gonna take a long time to do that.
So, what do
I
you
mean,
guys-
I know about trolls, right? Trolls stop regenerating when you burn them. So, I mean,
you
if it
would
works
be
like that.
at least aware that there are creatures that have a regenerative ability, and when caused by fire, tends to seal off that ability for a while. If that creature is still alive, of course.
I think it's probably pretty fucking dead after a minute of burning, but I mean, should I go explore then some more and then come back?
I
Yeah,
cast
okay.
water breathing on us.
Sure, I'll just
Yep.
give me 10 minutes and then we can go.
So, which are you guys? What, following the water flow?
Mm.
Well, I was just gonna jump straight in and see if I, with my heavy armor, just sink back to the bottom again.
I mean, I
Should we
think it would be common,
Should we tie a rope?
but there's not like it's a deep water.
Yeah.
I mean, you do go underwater, but it's not like, it's 50 or 100 feet deep.
I'm 2 feet tall.
Well, of course. I'm not. It's like 10 or maybe 20 feet deep. It's not that deep at all.
So it's like 5 times my height. So it feels like it's 30 feet deep to me.
So you guys continue to follow the flow of the water, right?
Yeah.
I'll look
Yeah.
up at them from under the water and just give thumbs up.
Is it flowing away from us or towards us?
Away. It looks like, again, it's the waterfall. Imagine like this. Here's the waterfall, right? It's coming and pouring into this puddle, right? Okay. The puddle underneath goes into like this little tunnel underneath the platform, and then it goes into this puddle, and then about like 10 to 15 feet underneath the water right here, it seems to be flowing outwards.
Before we go down, can I try walking through the tunnel that goes underneath here? Just make sure we're not missing anything there.
Yeah, I think we should.
I think that would be extremely easy to do, and it's just a tunnel.
I'll walk all the way out. There's no like offshoot or anything. No recess, no hidden top portion to the mold we found.
Nope, this seems as a little bit more natural of like the formation of how long this water's been going through. So this particular stream probably was a natural thing.
DM, what do I need to roll to make sure we're not missing any side quests?
Roll
Collect
a
5,000 acorns.
Roll a
I'm just
d20. Actually, you know
Oh.
what? Roll a d20 and a d100, and I'll see which one I like the better.
Oh, I was just kidding. But
No, I'll tell you something.
20. 1428.
I
Hey,
think
that's
it was
doubles.
double.
Holy cow, that's good luck. Now he
Or
explodes.
bad luck. I
You're not.
wasted your time, so
You're
wasting
not
mine.
missing a side quest. I guess I'll tell you that. You're either still on or have at least added one or two side quests, and that's
I've added
about it.
like 5 side quests to my personal queue, including getting that dragon's head out of here.
So, but you're not missing. I'll just say that you're not missing anything. You
So I
guys
guess
have
we're heading deeper, right?
discovered it. So how long are you guys going? Like, is there a breaking point when
24
you try to
hours.
turn around, or you just keep going?
I think we turn back after a while of nothingness, I guess.
You know,
I'm
like
just,
I would say
I'm
3
just,
hours and turn back.
I'm just
3
curious of
hours.
how long.
I'd say 3 hours of traveling down, and then if we don't really see anything, 3 hours.
I think we just
go
walk
back.
till we're bored and turn around.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not. I'm not gonna
That
walk
is
for 4.
extremely easy to do because it is just pitch black, water still moving, still going.
I can cast
After a while, I'm
light.
just like, fuck, this is boring. Let's go
Like
back.
you
That's it.
feel extremely wet inside. It's just
At the hour and a
could-
half mark, I cast light, then decast it. Cast light, decast it. Cast light, decast it.
Elite
Just
moans in the
keep going
background.
as you want.
It's like I shouldn't, like, the only person should have made me this wet as a part and not fucking water. God damn, I want to go back. Oh, no one? Okay, well, could have fun
Yeah,
walking. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, I've been casting light and decasting, and you guys haven't said anything for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm so fucking done. Let's go back.
okay. So you guys turn around after 3 hours. You-
Everything sucks.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring us back to this. We don't need to be on the other one anymore.
We'll make it all the way back out of this cave. I don't think we're staying down here for another night, right?
Maybe we need to dispel the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
We can stay down here. I mean, then we have a full day to
I'm
mess
just-
around.
It's up to you and whatever you guys are doing.
I think we're staying one more night.
Okay, let's stay one more night. Let's skip to the next day unless you want something to happen and try to dispel this motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I nearly forgot about this. So the first time you guys spent the night and woke up, which would have been
Rations.
day 48,
Oh, food, yeah. Fuck that
and
shit.
rations, and then
Could I count for today? Could I count eating 2 pieces of the thing?
yes, and because the fact you took damage with it, so yeah. And then now we're on day 49, so another set of rations.
Horse meat?
Get rid of it.
Lobster meat.
No.
Mhm.
No,
I
hold
ate
on.
the lobster
Hold on.
meat.
Hold on. Hold on. I said I was gonna steal it when he went to bed.
Well, did he, out of honesty, did you add more?
I
Garbage.
just
probably
took
did.
the 1 piece.
So he saved it. I know it's in his pocket.
It's in
I
my
want-
pocket.
I want
Okay.
to take it.
Then
last piece
you
is in my
may
pocket.
try to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Garu,
No,
you,
my
like,
passive perception, I noticed.
oh yeah, like you woke up to him. It's
Dang it.
probably also because the fact it's just the little pool of acid that the meat, like, you know, like when you cook meat, for an example, like a little bits of the blood kind of come out. This is
It's
like
medium. It's
it's-
medium acid.
it's just a little bit of acid as it kind of comes out, so it's like a little
Nice
pool.
and bloody.
But no, Garbu,
Nice and
you wake up,
gassy.
the Clarence trying to take it out of your pocket.
Somebody just pooped on my lap.
Nice.
I told you I was gonna steal
Um,
it.
Do you
Got
guys
2
do?
party poopers at the moment. I got the baby and I got Clarence.
Do you guys do
And I'll
anything
just-
for that
when he tries
entire
to
day
steal it-
before the rest? 'Cause-
Once he tries to steal it, I make full eye contact with him and just
You don't
put it
get
in
to
my
make
mouth.
eye contact. 'cause
Blood.
I'm busy doing this.
Blood just running.
6
Oh my
points.
god! Blood
take
just
6 points of
running down
damage.
his.
This is technically still before the long rest.
Unless I want to be evil, but nah, it's fine.
Oh,
I think it's just Elise just sitting there doodling the entire day.
Okay.
before he rested, I would have sent some messages or 1 message, I guess. That's all I have room for.
And what would
Uh,
that be?
I will send a message to my paw.
Tell him I said
Ah.
hi.
Me and Clarence are safe. We're heading towards Zitham.
After that, we'll probably head towards Baymont. The Golden Summit was very interesting for my first time there. Lot happened. Can't wait to see you two. Love you and Ma. Bye.
You can reply to this message.
Garbu doesn't say that.
I know.
You said you do message?
Or sending, I meant. I have
Okay.
sending.
That's what I was like.
I don't have the spell message.
I was like,
meant
I'm
sending.
pretty sure message is definitely not going to reach that far.
No, message is 120 feet, 6 seconds.
You just get a reply that he's glad that you're okay from hearing what's happened there, and just to be safe.
I thought it'd be nice to let them know because they probably heard what happened and having not heard anything from us might have assumed the worst.
Well, so after you guys have taken the second part of the rations, we are on day 49. You may go back and redo your dispel magic.
You want to go first, Garbo, or should I do? Should I try it first?
You can try it first. We'll take turns. You try it once, I'll try it once.
Sure.
And I assume Clarence is ritualing detect magic.
I got you.
Okay, I don't like Elise casts and it goes like, I think you need to try it. This felt really weak.
Okay. I guess I'll cast it.
You're
I swear
out
to
of
God,
therapy.
it's the same.
And I will assume that you guys are also doing
Guidance,
guidance.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom check.
That's your spellcasting. There you go.
Sure
Turn it
enough,
on.
another part of the circle breaks, and it only leaves the lettering.
Oh my god, you guys are doing it.
We're doing it.
going.
Okay. Keep
Wait,
going.
can't-
Okay. Sure, I'll just burn another spell slot. See.
I'll guide you.
There we go. No, not 2d4.
Gone.
Only 1d. Only 1d4.
What are you gonna get?
I said enter. God fucking damn it. 21.
Nice.
Just above what you needed to eliminate the lettering, as it is now completely gone.
Inert.
The carvings are obviously still there, but it is no longer showing any magical presence.
Oh, did we win?
I think. Did we win?
Did
we
we
win,
win?
Clarence? Did we win?
Did we win?
I mean, the question is more like now: do we have to like stay in the fucking town for 10 years to see if the magic effect is still there? I don't know.
I mean, do you still feel
Oh.
poisoned?
I mean, it sort of happened when we came into town. I don't really haven't felt anything the past few days.
But you
Your
keep
shoulder
leaving and
still
come
hurt?
back.
Does it work like that? Anyway, we did something. We can at least report that we did something down here. Like we killed that
Yeah.
thing and like points over at the corpse. We did something. Right?
About
They
the
didn't
artifacts?
seem like they cared.
I think we should just leave what.
Yeah, I'm down with moving on. If it helps them, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Well, we tried. Yeah. I think it helps them either way.
Yeah, I assume it does, but like, I'm not gonna stay to find out.
Alright.
We leaving
So how-
then?
Yeah, I think we are leaving.
Bye, Navara, and I'll pat the dragon skull.
Can we just take it with us?
little one.
I don't think we can take it
Probably
with
like,
us.
Get out of here. I'm tired of you all.
He's always gonna remember that friendship that he built with you.
I
Did
mean,
I take my armor off before we try to swim out, so I'm not. just
Joseph, if I'm correct,
followed by people?
the pseudo dragon didn't the pseudo dragon say that he could feed it at all times?
He felt it
you're right.
when the thing was happening, right? You were constantly described or told that it's like they can tell when it was happening. but it wasn't like it was a humming, if you will. It wasn't like they knew it was constantly there. They just knew when it happened and when it stopped.
Well, it's gonna take us a while to come back and see if I can send a message into the. We sort of appear next to the place, right, where he sleeps.
Yeah, it'll be near the town hall.
Yeah, then I can just send a little quick message to him or it and see if it's noticed any difference from this dispelling to when we came back up there.
My
'Cause that's still
question is, will the
it's gonna
horses
take us
still
time.
be right outside the well when we go back up?
No,
Yeah,
probably
that'll
not.
be fine.
2 days.
If not, somebody might have taken them. We might
What?
need to figure out where they went.
We'll just let Elise kill the whole town, and then we'll get them back.
Sure.
What? No, we're not. We're not killing the whole town. We just.
There's the
They're
guards.
not
gonna
like
Actually.
die once.
Just the guards.
Yeah, just the
Not the
guards.
guards.
Well, we could just put them to sleep or something, right? Somebody has to have some sort of spell that can do that.
I have a spell that puts them to sleep permanently.
Not
Just
that kind of
kidding.
sleep.
I know. I'm just messing around.
Let's get out of this well.
Yeah, sure. I'll just ritually cast water breathing again, and then I say everyone gather up in the waterfall, otherwise it won't work. And then I'll cast water walking, so that we can make our way out of here.
So, you guys, after successfully breaking the magic circle, gathered your materials, which is still slightly damp, but
I
then
mean-
it doesn't help the fact that you're going back into the water.
Always
Uh,
fucking damn.
Like,
Yeah.
your clothes are going to have some serious dry cleaning, if you will, for a good
Ah,
while.
crap.
He has fancy clothes.
But you guys managing your way to get back out, helping each other, all of you successfully popped out of the well.
Some child were just terrified. They were dropping a
It
coin in a
is
wishing well.
currently like a light rain, but just a little rain nevertheless.
Good, nice. We're under the cover of the rain.
We just got out of being.
No escape from. I mean, at least we're already wet, right?
Yes.
As we come out, I just send a message into the town hall, and I just at the pseudo dragon, I asked like, so we did something down there. Do you notice any difference in the last few hours?
You'll hear that nothing feels different. What did you do?
Like, I'm just gonna I need to keep. Like, do you feel the presence of that weird effect anymore? Because it could be gone.
The effect that I informed you about doesn't happen all of the time. And it doesn't happen on rare occasions back to back either.
Well, at least we did something down there, and some weird old magic, and it's gone now. So we're gonna leave. Hopefully, it fixed something. If it didn't, well, we tried.
Well, I will thank you for, at least on behalf of the town, and this is going to be too long to message, on behalf of the town, even though they may not see it that way.
Ask if he
And-
knows Navarra.
Sure. I have more. I have one more left after this. Have you ever heard of a dragon called Navarre? Joseph scratches his head.
Would the pseudo dragon have known this other dragon that was trying to kill mortals?
That's what I got to figure out.
Do you know this dragon?
How long
Even
do
though
pseudo
his
dragons live for?
10 years? 30 years?
say anything. I don't think it ever specifies pseudo dragons how long they live. How long?
Did the pseudo
Yeah.
dragon have advantage?
Oh, they have a lifespan of 10 to 15 years apparently.
That's way shorter than I thought. Holy cow.
So this oh wait, but then here in another week it says they can live for 160 years. So I don't
Oh,
know.
is it like a parrot where a parrot can live for like
I'm
10
going
to 15
to
years
assume
in the wild,
they,
but
as long as they kind of have like some sort of decent health, they could live decently, but not like long enough like a dragon can for sure.
Yeah.
But
I
Yeah,
would
okay.
think it's
Okay, that
probably
was
like
just
a
that was
parrot.
some random non-official D&D thing, by the way. So it doesn't specify how long they live anyway.
I don't tend to
Uh,
care because there's not,
and-
if hardly any pseudo dragons beside this one specific one. So
Yeah. This one
um,
lives 5 million years. It's old.
Technically,
It's-
D&D isn't even fully canon to the world it takes place in, right?
Yeah.
Because Forgotten Realms
Um,
is written by a specific guy, and D&D just happens to take place in his world.
Anyway.
we'll get on that topic in a moment. Anyways, it will say it's not familiar with that name, but it's also not familiar with a lot of potential past dragons. Pretty
Okay.
much besides the current ones, it doesn't really know that many, if
Okay.
hardly any at all.
Well, guys,
did.
we did something. I mean, I don't know what we did, and we found a lot of interesting things down there.
You see our cart anywhere?
No, I don't see it anywhere.
Do I see the card anywhere? Can I investigate for the card?
I mean, like, I think it doesn't take a rocket science or
You
Mm.
can
Doesn't take a s-
investigate if you would like.
Oh, I will. I'll hit that button. I like buttons.
I
They always
prepared a
work well.
spell.
sure.
but I
28.
There you
Do I
go.
know where it went?
It does look like it was
Toad.
toad would be probably the best word.
Do I know what
Man,
direction
we
it
should-
went in and where?
We should have paid the parking meter.
You didn't see it on the other side of the tree.
Damn it. Yeah, of course, the blind guy doesn't see it.
Not necessarily just because the fact the tracks it's not like there's fresh or hardly any tracks. There is some because of the fact that it wasn't like this ground was constantly traversed with wagon and horses, but due to the rain, it's kind of washed a decent bit of it out. You can just tell that it's like gone.
I'm gonna summon a cannon.
Okay.
I'd like to cast locate object and focus on our wagon.
It's flamethrower, and I'm walking to town.
I mean, we're in the middle of
Okay.
it.
No, we're not. We're in the
middle.
park.
The park is
Why-
in the center
why-
of town.
Well, it's off to the side. I thought he said.
No, it's like the town hall is like 10, 20 feet like close to you.
Oh. I'm going to see the mayor.
I'll cast locate object as I see him walking off.
You pick it up as it's not necessarily too far. Because how far is locate object again?
1,000 feet.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's not near town hall, but it's like kind of like a little bit more across in the direction.
Oh, our wagon's over there.
Do I hear him?
I mean, I would
Are
feel
you
like this
listening?
was. I would feel like this would be a somewhat
He's
instant.
in a
The
bloodlust
second
rage.
you,
Okay.
because did you ritual cast it or did you actual
I'm
cast?
full casting. It's not a ritual.
Then
spell.
yeah, you would have heard it. Like you would have got
Okay.
a couple of feet when he said it.
I'll stop and I say, "Oh, good." And then I'll turn around and come back and look at those guys.
But
Can we just
are we?
get
Are
outta
we?
here?
Yeah, sure. Let's just go get this shit.
This place
Yeah.
sucks. It's raining. They're mean. They try to tell you to do stuff, and then they don't want you to do stuff. It's confusing.
Well,
With a
um,
little light jog, you end up technically in front of the barracks.
Let's fucking damn it.
Okay.
And
you guys get in the
you
wagon.
do see like it's not like the barracks has walls or anything like that, but it does have its own like little kind of slight walls to kind of cover a little bit of the back end and the sides, you know, like practice or training and stuff like that. Anyways, you would easily make out to the side of your wagon, and the two horses that are in the stable looks like they're just chilling, not in the rain.
We can probably just take our wagon and go.
Yeah,
I
let's
can
take
cast
a
silence on the stable if we feel like we might make too much noise.
It is during the day, by the way.
They're gonna see us.
That's why I said I can cast silence.
Did someone say Grand Theft Horse?
Why don't we just go get on and leave? What are they gonna do? Tell us to stop?
Well,
Don't
the
leave.
horses aren't connected. That's why I'm saying I can
Oh.
cast silence.
Yeah, like
that
the
they won't
the
hear us
horses are
do all
in
the
the
setup.
stable, and your wagon is like right next to the stable.
Okay, let's
Which-
just.
Silence is like a 20-foot radius. I can cast it right between the horses and the wagon, and we won't make much
Alright.
noise.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'll cast silence so that it doesn't make much noise when we go get the horses.
I cast Bachelor Trace.
So I wouldn't currently have disadvantage since it's sound based, right?
And I also have Bachelor Trace active.
Okay,
Let's go to town.
so who's
Hopefully.
doing what out of just
I
curiosity?
cast silence. And
No,
I'm
no,
getting
I
close to
don't care
horses.
about the spells. Who's doing what in terms of?
I've done a lot of the steering and communicating with the horses, so I'm going to go get the horses, right?
I will help
I
Garbo.
mean, I haven't talked to
Okay.
them, but I assume
Elise
might
and
to help.
Aeth, what are you two doing?
Get the wagon ready and prepped to help get the horses in there ready. I guess.
I'm just
Yeah.
standing in the middle of the mix so that I make sure that Bachelor Trace has everyone.
Oh, I'll get the
And
wagon
this-
ready.
This is only a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
I assume a stealth check and an animal handling.
Elise and Aeth, both of you roll a d20. I'll be looking for the highest.
Elise and who?
Aeth.
11. Please roll an 11.
13.
God damn it.
Elise, you're kind of just focused looking about and making sure that the other two don't do something probably stupid as they gather the horses. And Aeth, you are putting the wagon together as you do hear the sound of footsteps kind of coming behind you, and it's just... And you guys discovered what?
Giant insect that was under the well.
I hide. As I hear the voice, I hide.
Inside the stable, it's silent.
That's fine. This is outside next to the wagon, like...
No, I'm just saying to Elise.
Yeah. Wait. I'll roll stealth. I rolled a 34.
Do I need to roll stealth?
No, you do not.
We are being stealthy, or at least.
Because I would hear him coming because of my 21 passive perception, and I rolled that I just hide.
Okay.
Make myself small in the corner.
Aeth, what do you respond?
We found a creature that was under the well that was eating remains of a dragon skeleton under the well that led down a waterfall.
Is that all you found?
We also found a magic circle that was holding the dragon in place. The dragon's dead. We did dispel the circle because we thought there's a good chance that the magic leaking from that was causing the effects in the town. We just got done with all that and we're leaving now.
If the effects on this town seem to have stopped, I will keep that in mind. maybe next time, don't leave your shit in the middle of the park where anybody can just take it.
Noted.
I will not be this friendly next time, but I will keep everything in mind. You all seem to have some sort of decency and morale to you all, and I thank
try.
you. But maybe do not go about things so hostile like, even if it does not go your way. You might be able to earn more favors that way.
They're learning. We all are.
Well, I will say this nicely then, and I'll say it for one last time. Grab your friends, grab your shit, and leave.
All right. Hey guys, we can.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, they're in the
Kind of
silence.
a silence spell.
I will walk over to the
but
stables
he-
and be like,
He does, as he kind of walks just like a couple feet away, like probably before you start walking away, and he's just, and y'all be safe. And then he continues walking, going back into the barracks. At least you can see now that it is the same. Again, if you want to take it like the boss of the guards that y'all have been mostly dealing with, who has been, again, very weird on if he's on your side or not about a lot of things, but he doesn't look or anything. He just goes straight into the barracks. You can hear the door shut, and that's it. And you can hear Aeth as he kind of walks around like he's trying to get the others' attention.
It's like you see like Elise for a second, like energy gather in her hand as she's looking at the guy walking in, and she's like, fine, and dispels it again.
Is it verbal? If it was verbal, you couldn't.
No, yeah. Well, I guess it's verbal, but that mean like I still have a 34 stealth. She's like whispering the spell at this point. But and then she's like, fine.
I'll tap on both their shoulders, be like, motion, be like,
He's not very good at making his lips readable, is what Garbu thinks.
Well, you guys are easily able to gather the horses. It seems as though they have been well kept for the past 2-3 days-ish since you guys have been gone. Today as well, kind of counting like the third-ish like day. So it just continues to add on. If this guy has an angle, what is he playing? Because he seems like he's on both sides of I don't like you, but I'm being friendly to you type deal. But
this
you
is like
guys
Game of Thrones.
gathered your horses. It seems as all of your stuff, whatever that was possibly left on the cart, is still there. Nothing appears to be missing, and you guys are able to attach them and set off without an issue. And so, that is where we're in today's episode.
I'm so glad we're getting out of this fucking town.
I'm having way too much fun. I wanted to fuck with this guy some more, but then I was like, okay, let's not fuck with him some more.
I just wanted to set some stuff on fire before I left, and then I was like, you know what? Probably
When
should
we're
talk
high
to-
enough level and we've turned evil, chaotic, we can come back here and just burn this place to the ground.
Oh, buddy.
We're like, oh, is your town successful now? Well, guess what?
I have like 3 cans.
We're evil now.
Tribute.
I
What's
hope
your tribute?
you all enjoy. But as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. And we'll catch you later. Bye.
Day of the hour.